Hey, everybody, it's me, Jum Jumington, former CEO of Jumington Dynamics, broadcasting live from the Jumington Dynamics Hazardous Material Auxiliary Hazardous Material Storage Facility. Not the main one. That one got seized, and they pretty much just burned it to the ground, which is probably for the best. But this one's still here, the Auxiliary Hazardous Material Storage Facility, and I'm stuck here, keeping an eye on it. In fact, I gotta keep that up there. Well, I got the one screen back there. Gotta keep my charts up there. Yeah, we're looking good. How's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully good. That's fine. Monday night. Nice and warm outside. Nice, a little bit unseasonable weather. Hopefully it's supposed to cool down a little bit where I'm at, but it shouldn't be as extreme. I think about a week ago, we had like a 70-degree day, which was super nice. And then the next day it was in the 20s and snowing. That was less nice. What's going on with you? If I turn this stuff on early and then walk away for a while, like, oh, all right, it's all working, I'm going to leave. Then I walk out of here for a little bit or go do other stuff. The calibration goes all kinds of crazy. All right, so tonight we are returning to the Famicom Detective Club. I was very excited about this game. I'm very excited about it. I don't know how well this style of game will fly. I find myself like wanting to listen to the luxurious voice acting, but then I feel the need to read the lines out since the voice acting is all in Japanese, and then I just end up talking over it. It's like, well, I don't want that. I want to hear it. It's not a very active game so far, but I mean, that's to be expected, I guess, of a more visual novel game. I thought it would be a little bit more involved, but I really didn't know what I was getting into, and that's why I got the games, out of curiosity. My curiosity has been answered somewhat, but I still want to see this one through to the end. I have a loose policy here. I shouldn't even call it a policy. I will rarely, if ever, just like straight drop a game. Like, I'm at a point now where, you know, there's nowhere to go but up, I guess. So I don't really have to worry at the moment about like, hey, this video didn't do very well. Like, this is going to take me in the algorithm. Like, my seating in the algorithm is pretty poor, as to be expected. So, while that doesn't make certain outlooks look great in terms of, you know, the channel growth and so forth, it gives me quite a bit of latitude and freedom to just play whatever I want without being too concerned about that stuff. But all that said, I still want to be able to put something out and enjoy games with you that are enjoyable for anybody that would pop in and watch it. So it's a tough call. I felt the same way with like RPGs too, where I'm like, I like them a lot. I want to play a lot of them, but they can be a lot. There can be a lot of streams chewed up on an RPG that may just be me fighting the same battle over and over again, or running around managing stats and stuff. I don't know. It's impossible for me to judge, I guess, how entertaining this to watch. But I'm quite enjoying this game so far, and hoping to see it all the way through the end, and then we'll see if I continue to the second one. Probably not immediately after it. I don't like to jump around a lot. Once I start into a series, like this is constant like struggle I have, right? Well, I have like a million games I want to play, and I don't want to race through any of them. I want to take my time and enjoy them. I want to crack those bones open and suck out every ounce of marrow there is to be had in that game. But I still want to finish stuff. It's like I'm enjoying this 22-course meal, and I would like to enjoy every course of it. But I'm on course 3, and I really got to clear my plate, make room for the next stuff. So it's tough. I'm finding like kind of struggle with that, like trying to balance that out where like I don't want to race through games too quickly. But also for a lot of games, like, you know, I didn't schedule Resident Evil 3 this week. It's instead Deep Fear. Resident Evil 3 has a certain feeling of finality to it in terms of, I mean, that's the last Resident Evil on the PlayStation 1. And it's certainly not the last PlayStation 1 game I'm going to play by any measure. But it just sticks in my head that, like, I want to play games that released around, like, in response to Resident Evil and around that, between 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, in that time frame. I want to explore what else was out there. Although I am sticking mostly to, yo, Mr. Sydney, welcome. I am sticking largely to horror games on the PlayStation, which wasn't really intentional. It's just, I've been trying to draw this out in a way that I can share that might make some sense, but I haven't yet achieved something that I feel comfortable broadcasting. There's like a connected thread through most of the games that I play. You know, I'll play something and then it'll get me thinking about something else, or there'll be some tenuous connection to something else and I'll jump off on that. You know, hey, this is a sequel to this game. The same people worked on this other game, that sort of thing. The Resident Evil stuff especially is like, there were so many games post the first Resident Evil, and particularly after the second one, that jumped on the then new survival horror genre, which some of them didn't even call survival horror because that was a term that Capcom came up with. So if they're competing with Capcom, they would come up with some other name. They just call it like a horror adventure or something like that, until it kind of solidified to a genre that everybody kind of feels comfortable jumping onto. I hear some games referred to as like the mansion mystery genre. And it's like, if you look that up, you'll find like a lot of books about mansion mysteries, but I've never really heard anyone discuss mansion mystery as a genre in video games. There are a lot of mansions. I've played a lot of games so far in mansions, Western mansions. It is quite popular, but I don't. Was that a genre? I've tried to look it up, and I haven't been able to find any real conclusive info on that. Like, was this a genre that they were actually calling? You know, in the early days of video games, they just kind of slapped whatever genre classification they wanted on games, and so a lot of games would end up like with their own unique genre identification on the packaging, and it wasn't really like, these are the action movies, these are the thriller suspense movies. It was like, this is an action platformer, this is an adventure platformer. And it's like, that wasn't meant to fit into a bigger group, you know? Because that's kind of where genre fits now, where like if you call something like an action game, like in the action genre, you know, they don't give it, it's not like the Metal Gear genre. It'd be like stealth espionage games is what they would call that sort of thing. So it's interesting looking back in older stuff and seeing that. But yeah, I got a lot of that stuff that I'm going to jam in before I get back to Resident Evil 3. But world's first stand type game. Is that, I gotta unpack this. Is that hey, something. Welcome. When you say stand type game, do you mean, I'm gonna need you to explain this more. Do you mean like stand, like a JoJo stand? Hey, Outer Chaos. Or do you mean stand as in standing and typing? I'm thinking, when I read that sentence, my first thought is like JoJo. Like that's a JoJo reference. We all have stands. And all the genres will have names that reference certain musical elements that then have to be changed in order to be released in the West, so that you'll hear the Japanese voices saying one name, but then they'll have to give it a different name. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Kojima wing type genre classification. Oh yeah, I could see that. I haven't played Death Stranding. Do I own it? Yes, I do own it. I think about this way too much, but I have like had a real problem where it was either too broke to buy any games and thus only played like one or two for a given 5-year stretch, or had all kinds of money and just gobbled up everything I could out of some obscene FOMO sense, and then never have time to play anything. So I've accumulated quite a bit of video games, and the more I'm like digging through stuff streaming, I'm not making that list smaller, because every time I stream a game or I look at like, okay, and put my schedule here, what I want to play, I will find like 3 or 4 other games that get added to the list, and it just keeps growing. It just keeps getting bigger. Which isn't to say, like, don't suggest games. No, please do. There's always room for more. But I'm reaching a point where I'm just going to have to accept, like, all right, this list is never going to be finished. my body, you know, augmented as it may be, is going to give out before I can complete all of these games. Speaking of completing games and giving out, I should probably start this game so I don't spend all night just chatting here. There we go. I don't have the timing quite down for all that yet. Well, I'm gonna ghost it out. Oh yeah, that's right. Did it because I blocked off stuff from the screen here. Oh man, I love this theme so much. Oh, I razzed that. I went like really. This game is just like an absolute feast for me. Like, I love the music, really enjoy the art style, but like I still have my tab open with all of the voice actors for the various roles in this game, which it still astounds me that in the discussion of this game, like, yeah, it's an old Famicom game, you know, pretty interesting if you're into that sort of thing. Like, even sites that I saw talk about it that are very weeb adjacent, that would be like, by the way, it's got awesome voice acting from these people that you know, and just throw this huge list up there. Like, you're like Ghost in the Shell, you're gonna like this. What about Evangelion? You're gonna hear some familiar voices from that. Big Naruto fan, a couple of those guys in here too. No mention. Just like, yeah, it's got voice acting, period. Like, oh, come on. Come on. I would have been like all over this. I probably would have played this already if it was like, oh yeah, and here's the voice actors. I never really looked that stuff up because I'm so used to just being like, yeah, I mean, they've done other games and like, that's cool and I like that. I don't usually jump on stuff just because like this person did a voice in it, and that's not why I bought this to begin with, but it just makes me doubly excited. Yeah, that strikes me. That's a very Kojima thing. This is probably a late response to that message. Yeah, Kojima seems the type to just make his own genre. Uncle Ruckus and Lemon in it. Yep. When I pull this up, I can tell you who that is. That was. Wasn't that guy? Is it Juku? No, I don't think that's him. Now I gotta go through here and piece that together. It is fun seeing like Disney Pixar movies and stuff in this list. Like, okay. Hiroshi, Dr. Kamada. Is it Dr. Kamada? Now I have to know. Those guys did Naruto as well. That makes sense. Then they call the same people in. Yeah, yep. This is Hiroshi Iwasaka. It's not. That's the butler, isn't it? I can't remember who did. Pardon me while I. Yes, it was the doctor. You are correct. Your mind is quite a bit sharper than me. The reason I thought the doctor was that's not. That is this guy, right? Yes. So for some reason I thought the doctor was the individual that voiced Chief Aramaki from Ghost in the Shell. Which, you know, when I thought about it later, I was like, that's actually pretty cool because they're in the same scene. Because the woman that was back there is the one that voiced Major Potoko. But no, that's Genshin, the crazy old monk. He was like, there's a curse, but maybe not. We don't worry about that. Also, quit fiddling with the graves. I love the wholly appropriate responses that people in this game have that are like, hey, I want to look at those medical records. Like, nuh-uh, I'm a doctor. I'm not giving you these medical records. Oh, that tracks. I'm gonna dig up this grave. No, thank you. Not in this cemetery, pal. Oh, okay, I guess I guess that tracks. I guess that's the expected response. That's what you would hope someone would say. Auto saves, Chapter 2, The Last Will. Load my data. Load it. Review the... Ooh. Yes. Just out of curiosity.
記憶が不十分なまま、あなたは遺言公開直後に急死した綾代商事会長
Memory still in tatters. Continuing investigation into the death of Kikyo Ayashiro, chairman of Ayashiro Corporation, died suddenly the night her will was read. Kanji Ayashiro, Suzakazuga, Michiro Ayashiro, Kiku's nephews and niece, present for the will reading. However, that day, Akane knows Kanji's son Akira was in the mansion. You discover some kind of burn mark, one of the tatami mats in the room where Kiku's body was discovered. But neither Zenzo nor Akane knew where it came from. Disturbed by the shock of finding Kiku's body, Akane is constantly frightened of everything around her.
寝室の畳に焦げ跡があることに気づくが、全蔵や茜に心当たりはないようだ。
I'm a doctor. That's exactly what a fake doctor would say.
ショックのせいか、常に何かに怯えるような素振りを見せる。
Very nice. So, I don't know, like this last statement, kind of constantly frightened of everything around her. I interpreted her shock at the burn on the tatami mat as like, she knows something. But maybe I'm off base. I don't know. Or maybe this recap is just telling it. This is a nice function. This is a nice feature for this type of game, I will say. I remembered most of that. I remembered enough of it that I could sort it out. Some of this track here, like this is the only music that I'm like, no please, because like I don't know what it doesn't, it's not varied enough and it tends to drive me crazy after a while. Let's talk. What do you know?
前にお話ししたことぐらいで。
It's not what I've told already. Let me look upon you. What's in your pocket?
綾代家の執事、全蔵さんだ。
Sure, family butler. All right. All right. Not gonna be anything. Ooh, what's back there?
廊下の先が
I
見
can't
え
see
ない。
beyond the hallway. Okay. That tracks.
今への入り口だ。
I mean, I'm looking around because I'm expecting like the Portopia, where it's like there is something here in this 2-pixel space. It's luxurious.
この扉の向こうは
Kitchen is
調理
beyond
室だっ
this
たは
door.
ずだ。
I won't go in. Why not? I'm hungry.
こ
Some
こは
protein
執
in
事
there.
室だったな。
Census room. I can't
勝手に
do
入るの
without
か
permission. Why not? Why not, I say.
西洋風の作りの大きな屋敷だ。
Huge Western style
中央の
mansion.
シャンデリアも立派だな。
Chandelier in the center is gorgeous. Should I examine the chandelier then? That's probably not. Why did it make that noise?
西洋風の
This is a
作りに調
fancy
和した。
chandelier. The lighting's beautiful and everything's so well kept. There isn't a speck of dust on anything. Makes sense.
2階に続いているけど、勝手に歩き回るのをや
Since
め
I
ろ。
feel, but I shouldn't just want room around. Why not? You're investigating. Can we go? Let's go to the living room. Sure.
それでは
Please.
ご案内いたします。
I'll show you the way. It would be odd, strange. Oh, hey! We got a new person in the set.
幹事様、失礼いたします。探偵の方がいらっしゃいました。
All right. This gentleman. Kanji Ayashiro's Hiroyuki Kinoshita. I'll play a vampire and undead girl murder farce. That was a good show. That was a good show. I enjoyed that. Fair amount of stuff. What other visual novel stuff? Oh, he's the Japanese voice of Ultron. And the Japanese voice of Doctor Strange and Ultimate Spider-Man. The Japanese voice of Two-Face, Batman the Brave and the Bold. Oh, Yamaguchi and Ghost in the Shell standalone comic has the Laughing Man. And also the voice of HAL 9000 in A Space Odyssey. Obviously, the Japanese dub. Interesting. He doesn't look very pleased, but that's to be expected.
ゆっくりくつろいでおったのに一体何の用かね
He's taking a breather. This better be important.
はじめまして。お邪魔してしまい申し訳ありません。手短に済ませますので、少しお話を伺わせてください。
Nice to meet you. Sorry to bother you like this. I won't keep you long. I just have a few questions.
まあよかろう。ここで拒んであることないこと言われてはかなわん。
Spread rumors about you all I please, old man. Take. What am I gonna take? What's he got? No. No. It doesn't strike me that this game has like real fail states. I mustn't just start snatching everything in the room. No, well, you know, what's the worst that could happen? They'll just be like, nope. I don't think I could take this. Why not? Okay, that's just gonna tell me not to take anything. What about this? I shouldn't. I should. Why not, I say? Kiku, Kirajiro. What do you know? Who are you? Where are you?
急なことで驚いたよ。
It's totally
まだ
shocked
会
that
長
she
とし
died.
て
I didn't
頑
want
張
to
っ
lose
て
her
ほ
as
しかったの
chairwoman of
だ
the
が
company. That's I was gonna say, aren't you more worried? But like, I remember, like, no, that's his aunt, his aunt. It's kind of cold though. Like, you know what, my beloved aunt to die. It's a real shame for the shareholders are gonna lose their chairwoman. It'll make the stock look awful. What is this? That's pretty cool. Was Riku friendly? Should be asking these questions of Riku. Let me get that spirit box in here. How did you die? Where is the bone? Anything more to say?
急なことで驚いたよ。まだ会長として頑張ってほしかったのだが。
Tell me about the will.
ぶしつけですが、遺言書の内容を教えていただけませんか。
Telling me about the contents of the will.
そう来ると思っとったよ。
I knew you'd ask. Obviously.
遺言公開の時に取ったメモがある。
Notes when the will is read. Feel free to read them. Ooh.
では、拝見しま
That's
す。
helpful. Thank you. That is helpful.
メモは、綾代商事のことと、菊さんの個人財産について書かれている。
Ayashiro Shoji and Kiku's personal property.
綾代商事の会長とし
This
て、
chairwoman now
菊が持
belong
ってい
to
た綾代家の正当なる後継者の印を持つ綾代ゆりに譲られるものとす
the
る。
bearer of the symbol of the successor, Yuri Ayashiro.
綾代ゆり
Ayashiro Yuri? Ooh! Mouth just did some somersaults there.
菊の個人財産は
Half of all
Hanbun
assets
will
will go to
Yuri.
Yuri. The other half will be
残り
split
の半分
evenly
は
among Kanji, Jiro,
幹
and
二
Asusa.
郎あずさの3名で
In other words, one person was chosen to receive all of Ayashiro Corporation's rights and half of Kikyu's assets. Is there that important to her? And what's this about a symbol of a successor? That's probably a brand. Like they put like one of those old lighters from a car out. Yeah, marked. Probably not. They probably need more tasteful and respectful for that. Or maybe not. Maybe it's worse than that. Who knows? Documented a notepad. Let me just... Yo! Put your iPhone. You just... Hold on a second. I'm not done asking questions here.
Yuri-san というのは誰なんですか?
誰ですか?
会長の一人娘だ。
The German's only
20
daughter.
年前、家を飛び出したまま行方不
She
明
ran
だ。
away from home 20 years ago and hasn't been seen since. Ooh-hoo! So she did have actual, like, direct children. Now, he says only daughter, but not only child, which doesn't really directly imply, but leaves open the possibility that she had a son or multiple sons, right? I mean, you would technically, you would say only daughter if that was the only child. It's technically accurate, but specifically, it does leaves the possibility open. The daughter, and she's missing. Tell me about the symbol.
後継者の印って何なのですか?
What's the symbol of the successor?
どんなものかは知らんが、綾代家の先代の実の子供や孫といった本家筋の人間だけが手にできるそうだ。
I don't know what it is exactly. Apparently, it's something only immediate family members can receive. Yeah, it's definitely like a lighter burn. Y'all remember that? They don't really put those in cars anymore. I don't even know if they still put... No, they probably still put that socket in for it. It just doesn't come with the lighter. Most cars don't have ashtrays built in anymore, but they still leave that in there because there's a lot of charging accessories that have that. Although that's going to go by the wayside because more and more cars have USB ports that are capable of delivering power, thus making it ineffectual. But there's a lot of legacy products on the market that still make use of that. But you never see a car that has a little pop-out lighter, which, you know, is wow, how can I phrase this without sounding like an absolute monster? It's a shame because, you know, without having that there, you lose a lot of context when you want to throw into some kind of work of fiction where someone burns someone with it. You know, there's that scene in Child's Play where the cop burns Chucky with it, melts a little hole in his face, and many other similar situations that come up with that. You know, maybe that's not such a big deal, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Maybe I've just had a twisted upbringing. Nobody ever did this to me, but I'm just saying, if someone says this secret symbol that only immediate family members can receive, my first thought is, yeah, they like burn them with something. I mean, it could be like a birthmark or something like that, but like, you can't really control for that, right? I mean, it could, in this fictionalized setting, it could, but like, it strikes me more likely that like, all right, you're turning 12. Time to get the family brand. That's the sizzling sound of flesh. Leaves a delicious sweet smell in the air. Anyway.
わしら分家筋の人間には縁のない代物だよ。
そうなれば、古くから屋敷にいる全蔵さんのも知らないか。
Who's been here so long might not know about it either.
ただし、正当な後継者が現れなかった場合、綾代商事はわしら親族の手によって運営していくことになる。当然だな。
当然だな、indeed. Well, that sounds like motivation for a murder right there, you know. Well, if they don't show up, we'll get all the money. Are we going to find a body out in the swimming pool later? Let's talk about the rest of your family.
わしの息子だが、23にもなって仕事もせずに フラフラしよって。
It's my son. He's 23 but unemployed. He spends most of his time just fooling around. Sounds kind of like me, only the 23 part. Had a couple decades to that. You know, just 3 or 4. No, I'm not that old. Or am I? You'll never know.
遺言公開の日、アキラさんも来ておられたそうですか。
Visited here on the day the will was read.
何？
Nani?
わしは知らんぞ。第一、アキラは遺言公開のことなど知らんはずだ。
What's behind him? I didn't know about that. I didn't know that. And besides, Akira wouldn't have known about the will being announced. It's quite a shocked look on his face.
時々キクさん
Said
の部屋
Akira
に出
would
入
visit
りをしてい
Kiku in
た
her
ら
room
しい。
from time to time, but
たまたま
was
だ
it
った。
just a coincidence? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Well, he seemed surprised to learn that Akira would come hang out, but then other people are telling us that Akira came in and visited his, would that make it his great aunt? I never understood how the breakdown of that stuff went. Like, if it's your parents' aunt. That must be, I assume that's your great aunt. Same with cousins. Like, I don't, if your parent has a cousin, what's that to you? It ain't your cousin. But I don't think there's such a thing as a great cousin. Is it like what is it? Is that where the twice removed stuff comes in? I never had contact with a lot of my family, so these kind of questions never came up. And then I would meet someone and be like, oh, this is your father's cousin. Like, I don't know what that means to me. Oh, let's talk about Jiro.
わしの弟だ。
Sushi, I believe.
まあそうだな。わしの右腕としてよく働い
He's
てく
doing
れ
well
てい
as
るよ。
my right-hand man.
わしと二郎さえいれば、
Right, sure,
綾
corporation
代
will
商
thrive
事
so
は
long
安
as
泰だ。
Jiro and I are in charge. Yeah, maybe. I'm not here to discuss your business dealings, Mr.
ひどい借金で随分金に困っているようだ。
Uh-oh. She's heavily in debt and desperate for money.
もともとここの遺
Not
産を
only
当て
was
に
she
しとっ
after
た
the family
上に、
assets, but she
会
also
長や
owes
わ
both
しに
me
まで
and the
借
Truman
金
money
をし
too.
とる。
But what a
バカ
fool.
なやつだ。
Well, I mean, the chairwoman's dead, so that debt's kind of cleared, right? I mean, someone else could inherit it. Like whoever inherits the money would also inherit that debt owed to them, presumably. I don't know. Not painting a very good picture about the rest of your family here.
20年前に行方不明になったま
He
ま
is
だ。
well healed right now. Why
よ
her?
りにもよってなぜそんな人間に。
Nothing. Ha. All right.
後継者の印がどんなものかは知
That's
ら
what it
ん。
looks like. Why would I? I'm just
わしら
trying to.
分家
Okay. Just like skip through these things here and there. Never know which one of these are going to have more than one, or if that reveals any useful information.
ここの遺産を当てにしとった上に会長やわしにまで借金をしとる。バカなやつだ。
All right, well, let's take a look around. Let's eyeball this guy.
なんだね。
What?
さっさとす。
Just trying to get a lay of it, man. You gotta be weird. Don't make it out like I'm the weirdo, okay?
灰皿はきれいに磨
Just
か
look
れ
at
てい
me.
る。
The ashtray's clean and polished. Does that mean nobody uses it, or that, Zenzao here is exceedingly good at his job? Terrifyingly so. Hey, there's that cliff that someone threw me off of.
どこかの崖の絵みたいだ。
Looks like a picture of a cliff. Uh-huh. I wonder if that's why I was on the cliff.
写真が飾られてい
There's
る
a。photo displayed. And?
写真が飾ら
Well,
れ電話だ。必要な時は借りることにしよ
I'll borrow when I need it.
う。メモと鉛筆などが用意されている。
Pen and paper.
Then
Taking
we'll
notes
snuggle
during the
down.
call. Man, those were the days. Or maybe not. I remember that. I remember having a landline and there'd always be a pad of paper and a pen next to it because you'd have to write stuff down. Very common. Very common. I don't imagine too many younger folk will see that today. I don't want to be one of those people like, right, young kids today, they don't know what I was like. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But it's like a lot of things like old rotary phones. When I was a small child, a very small child, we still had a rotary phone. And that thing weighed a ton. It was a solid piece of equipment. And that was back in the days where you didn't own that phone. You rented it from Ma Bell before they broke up Ma Bell into several different companies, most of which have merged back together. And we're quickly approaching the age of a singular communication company. Thanks a lot, United States government. Keeping tabs on that one. But yeah, you see that stuff and like it comes up in old movies or anything that's like a period piece. And you're like, what is that? But I don't know, that's not such a big thing. I think you have to get quite a bit more removed before people lose any kind of context for things. I don't know where I was going with that. I just like talking about old stuff, like things that don't exist anymore. You don't exactly keep a pad of paper next to your cell phone in case you need to write down some phone numbers. You gotta dial the operator and be like, operator, connect me to Kansas City 5720. What number, please? And then they're back there like unplugging and plugging in the cords and like contacting the other relay boards. Why not examine it without permission? All right. Let's talk to Zenzao first and see if he knows anything. Then we'll try and bring Akira in. I don't know if there's any point to calling Yuri. Were we just like shouting out the window? You there? Are you there? Klondike 5, yes. Mr. Plow, oh yeah. Yeah, see, stuff like that. That stuff will live on. Although, I don't know, I heard someone talking the other day about The Simpsons, which I've always held as like, of course people know these Simpsons references, and like younger people don't know the Simpsons references. I'm like, oh no, I haven't felt so close to the grave since somebody mentioned how old Jurassic Park is, and I was like, no, it can't be true. Which is like, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade just turning into dust, which is also a reference that many people won't get because it's so old now. My God. Doing critical damage to my own psyche here. You certainly can help me. What do you know? Tell me what you know. Was Kiku had a daughter? That's right, that Yuri's name is in the will. Mistress Kiku's daughter. Very beautiful and kind. Something happened in the past since she left. We don't even know where she is. Troubling. Tell me the secrets of your employer's family. Imagine Lady Yuri has it. Alright, thanks. I'm sure he's already...
Zenzo-san?
Mr. Zenzo. He looks like he wants to say something. I wonder if there's a reason he's holding back. Oh ho! Hey, clone! Welcome. Interesting. I'll have to ask him later. It looks like he doesn't want to say anything in front of this dude. Kanji. Today. Okay. Well, bring in the boy. Well, go get him. All right, all right, all right. Seems troubled. Maybe we travel elsewhere since I can't call and get. Well, I'll just go ahead and do it, but they're just gonna say, we don't know. You don't know that. She could be anywhere. That's the whole point of being missing. You don't know where she is. Therefore, you don't know where she ain't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't know. She could be inside that couch as we speak. She could be any one of these people. We've never met her. Slap on a fake mustache. Now I'm the butler. You don't know. I don't know. That's why you gotta ask these questions. You gotta question everything. I mean, some things maybe you shouldn't question, I guess. No, I take that back. Question everything. I mean, I would like to go elsewhere.
なんだね。さっさと済ませてくれ。
なんだね。Tell me what you know.
他にキクさんに関して何か気づいたことはありませんか？
Strange about Kiku recently.
何もない。
Nope.
前蔵は妙に勘ぐっているようだが、会長は病死だと医者も断定している。だというのに、仕事とはいえ、君もこんな村までご苦労なことだな。君もだろうが、わしも忙しいのだ。会長が亡くなってしまった分、会社を切り盛りせねばならん。怪しろ商事はわしに、いや。
I'll handle the issue. What I meant was,
会社のことはわしとジローに任せておけばいいんだ。
just leave the company to me and Jiro, and everything will be fine. Very. He's suspicious, but not in like I killed him way. He's suspicious just in like, look, man, I just want to run my business here. Don't look into that too much. Don't look into what the company's doing too much. Don't worry about it. I don't remember anything. No, okay. Well, I want to quit the investigation, but like... You want to see my notes again? No, it's fine.
いえ、十分です。
Jabun. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Look at anything? Examine Zenzao. Does he want to tell me something in private? That's what I'm talking about. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Woo! It's like a private excursion to the deceased's bedroom. Just Zenzo, I need to check something in Mrs. Kiku's room. Oh, we're done, buddy. For now.
すみません。確認した後でお聞きしたいことがあるので、お待ちいただけますか？
なんだと？
ま
ったく。探偵とは自分勝手なものだな。
All right, detective, whatever you say. Spill the beans, old man.
Zenzo-san.
Mr. Zenzo.
もしかして
僕に伝えたいことがあるんだ。
さすがでございますね。お見通しでしたか。
I mean, you're pretty obvious. You don't have much of a poker face. Tell me what you know. I'll get back to the burn mark. Burn mark means something.
先ほどは幹事様の手前申し上げにくかったのですが。
Say this in front of Sir Kanji earlier, but.
アキラ様はどうも何度か警察のお世話になられたことがあるようなのです。
Supposedly, Sir Akira has been arrested by the police a few times.
警察に？
警察？ What? The police?
お伝えしたいのはそれだけです。
That's all I wanted to share.
わかりました。幹事さんを待たせていますから、早く戻りましょう。
Interesting. Nice, so I need to know. Tell me what you know. What? They know something. They know something. All right, so Akira's in the jail.
人を待たせるとは何事だ。またタバコを吸ってしもうたわい。
Well, don't blame me for that, buddy. That's your own problem. Don't go blaming other people for your own bad habits, pal. What's going on? Why did you make me wait? You made me smoke again. How that works. I don't think I've got anything more to really ask about.
だから、アキラは遺言公開のことなど。ああ、そうそう。言い忘れておったが、遺言書の作成には弁護士の神田も関わっておった。
Tell you an attorney named Kanda was involved in drafting the will.
神田。
Kanda? Tell me what you know.
神田弁護士というのは
Can you tell me about the Lord
どういう
Kanda?
人なのですか？
綾代商事の顧問弁護士だ。会長から信頼されておった。わしらもよく相談に乗ってもらっている。もういいかね。わしは忙しいので失礼するぞ。
はい、ご協力ありがとうございました。
Yes, for now. I appreciate your cooperation, Mr. Kanji. Whoa! You just beamed out of there. Now I see what Ayashiro's all about. Transportation. Teleportation technology. Or they just didn't have the wherewithal to animate the guy standing up and walking out of here, which probably makes more sense, but you never know. Or he just got abducted by aliens right in front of our eyes. I guess we'll find out. Well, he's done. What? Oh.
はい。どういったご用でしょうか?
As long as he stays in front of me, I'm not going to get one punched to death. Tell me about Kanda. Kanda! Isn't that one of the words you use to summon the Deadites from Evil Dead? Or close enough to it. I mean, we learn in Army of Darkness that close enough still gets you something. So if they just keep saying Kanda over and over again, am I going to get dead-eyed? You know, that's one downside, tangentially related to that. That's one downside to this game, where everyone appears to just be a normal, regular-ass human. Is that I don't get to analyze this through the eye that I usually do, which is, could I eat that? Would you eat that? I can't eat this. This is a normal human being. Barring certain circumstances that I won't get into. Well, I couldn't eat that. Can't even think about it. Can't even talk about that. You can't talk about that in a polite society. Eating other people. Can't be done. Can't do it. When's this game going to give me something real, like, thick and juicy that I can be like, I would eat that? Well, you got the furniture. That's not going to do much for you. Give me like I don't know, like a wild bear or something. I'm out of my element when I can't talk about eating something in a game. I'm just saying. And I need that. Pretty soon I'm just going to start imagining things. Well, there are the koi. Oh, the koi. Is koi good eating? I don't know that koi is like a typical food fish. It's usually like a decorative thing. But you know what? You slather enough butter or tartar sauce on anything, you can eat a butler. I have your permission. I don't know. I mean, I think this man is still human. I have my doubts, Mr. Sidney. I have my doubts if I could eat this person. I mean, maybe if something untoward were to befall him that didn't involve me, you know, if he like had a fatal heart attack and then fell into my waiting mouth, then I would have no choice but to devour the feast laid before me. All about willpower. I don't know about that, man. Like, that's kind of troubling. You eat a lot of butlers? I don't think I've ever even met a butler in my life. Although, you gotta think, like, I didn't grow up in the richy rich lifestyle, right? There's always a possibility that there's one of those very wealthy people that wants to impersonate a not so wealthy person, and then their butler has to pretend not to be the butler. And then, of course, because they're very wealthy because of their successful parents who are never around, the butler is more of the father. So anytime there's like a father event, the butler's there instead. So given that context, any one of us, even if we think we've never met a butler, we could have met a butler through some childhood event where a child who was secretly wealthy, who was secretly the real world silver spoons, richy rich type, you know. I spent a lot of time in my head, and I probably shouldn't. Let's talk about Kanda and hope we don't summon the Deadites. Or hope we do, I don't know. Could you eat a Deadite? To me, it's nah, that's a supernatural zombie. I set the rules for that earlier. Supernatural zombies still counts as a human corpse. That's a no-no. However, if they came out with a piece of media that said that Deaditism was actually a virus, which surprises me that somebody hasn't tried to sell that angle, because they're always pushing that. The same thing with vampirism and werewolves and all that. Oh, it's actually this virus that does it. That's why antiretroviral that takes care of it. Like, that, man, can't it just be magic? Leave it as magic. Anyway, Kanda.
Kanda 弁護士というのはどういう人なんですか?
Can you tell me about the lawyer, Kanda?
綾代家、そして綾代商事の顧問弁護士です。
He's a legal advisor for both the Ayashiro family and the Ayashiro Corporation. Mistress Kiko really trusted him.
幹事様がおっしゃった通り、
Mr. Kanji mentioned
遺
so
言公開の場
Kanda
に
was
は
present for the
神
reading
田
of the
様も
will.
いらっしゃいました。
No, he didn't say he was present. He just said he helped write it. A lot of slips of information here.
そういえば、
Come
ま
to
だ
think of it, Mr.
神田様
Jumington,
とは会ってお
you
られ
never
ま
met
せん
Sir
ね。
Kanda before, have you? No, and I believe when I asked who was present, you left his name off the list. I'm just going to chalk up to you being forgetful. I'm not going to say old and forgetful, because that's ageist. His age may have something to do with the forgetfulness, but I'm not going to put it on that. He's just forgetful. We can leave it at that. I don't think that's any kind of ism to say this dude is forgetful. As long as I'm not saying he's old and forgetful, or implying that forgetfulness is a consequence of his age, even though it probably is. I shouldn't say that. Bring me Kanja. Kanja. I already forgot his name. Kanda. I would like to talk to Kanda. I can't. Any chance? Any
明
chance?
様はいらっしゃいませんが。
Is he in jail, maybe? Every time it makes that sound, it makes me think that, like, there's something to be found, but then there isn't.
大きな窓から
I can see the yard from the window. Okay.
重厚感のあるソファ
Sofa
ーだ。
looks sturdy. That's how I eyeball furniture, how sturdy it looks. You're gonna want to know what's the best thing to break over someone's head.
重厚
Should
感
have
の
come
あ
to
る
that.
ソファーだ。
So that is a chair. I still want to know. Tell me about this
写真
photo.
が飾られて
You dangle all this fruit over here, and then you're like, nah.
どこかの崖
Also, thus far, like, it has rarely given me much to look at. Is that something to look at? Over here? This looks like marks. So just beware. Looks like someone was gnawing on it over there. Let's get a
重
dental
厚感
impression.
のあるソファーだ。
No, okay. My mistake. Nobody else to call. Nothing for me to take. I could return to the bedroom. I don't know if I really need to. If that will help anything. I'll just get a general.
これといって
Nothing in particular. I'm sorry, I wasn't much up.
ユリさ
Okay.
んや後継者の印についてもっと詳しく知りたいんですが。
Yes, I would like to know about Miss Yuri and the symbol of the successor.
はあ、他にご存知な方といえば次郎様か
I think with
あずさ様ぐらいでしょう。
Azusa.
あずさ様間もなく戻られるはずです。
Azusa should be home shortly. Well, she's done raking that doctor over the coals for his breach of privacy.
それとユリ様のことでしたら
Yuri, some of the
村
villagers
人
may
の
know
中に
something
も
about her.
知っている
I'll
者が
talk
い
to
る
the
と
villagers. They give
思
me
い
the
ますが。
creeps. All right.
全蔵さん、ありがとうございました。
I think I'll go and
僕
interview
は
some
村に聞
villagers.
き込みに行ってみます。
Yes.
でしたら駅に足を運ばれてはいかがでしょう。駅を利用する村人がいるは
You
ず
should
で
find
す。
villagers there. I mean, I usually look for villagers, you know, in the village, or you find some zombie villagers and cure them. And once you have 2 of them, you can induce them to produce more villagers for your, you know, your trading hall, your auto farms, your iron farms, and the like. It's a little bit of a cross-game reference there. But anyway, is that all there is in this town, this village? It's like you got one big mansion that consumed the entirety of the village. And then a cemetery only for the family of this mansion. And then the train station. Where do the people just crawl out of the ground and like lurk in there? Are they all ghosts? Is that the secret? All right, let's go to the train station and see who is most probably the killer. There he is. Threateningly clacking on that. There he goes. He's already doing it. Look at, he's staring at me with his cold, dead, doll-like eyes. Clicking that thing, imagining my flesh being rent beneath his puncher. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It really creeps me out. Why does he keep clicking that thing? Why is he doing it? He's so hungry to click something. He's so desirous of punching holes in things and people. I guess I got to talk to him. I didn't see anybody else. They'll be around. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, may I help you? Put that thing away and quit clicking on me, man. Tell me about the Yuri. Where can I find the Yuri? You know Yuri, Ayashiro.
綺麗な人だったという噂ぐらいは聞いたことありますが。
どうしたんですか?
You're right there? You having a problem?
いや、なんでもないです。ここに立っているといろいろな噂が聞こえてくるんですよ。
Oh, come on, man. Don't hold out on me now. Mystery train attendant with the bicycle. It looks like he's part of Team Rocket.
綺麗な人だったという噂ぐらいは聞いたことがありますが。
Okay. That's it?
さあ、聞いたことないですね。
Never heard of that. Cool. What do you know about that?
聞かない名前ですね。
Never heard of him, huh? What about Kanda? It's probably a dead end too.
聞かない名前ですね。
Yeah. Away with you, strange, threatening train attendant. Oh my goodness.
すみません。
It's an old lady.
なんじゃ?
Oh, what is it?
少しお話を聞かせていただけませんか?
May I have a quick word with you?
ああ、もしやあんたが噂の探偵さんかい?
They know who I am.
よ。
They're on to
聞
us.
きたいことがあるんじゃろ?
Are you the detective we're talking about? Sure, what do you want to ask me? Where are you? How old are you?
この村でも評判の美しい人じゃった。
Beautiful, no?
呪われた綾代の家に咲いた一輪の花のような人じゃったの。
Family. Really, like, don't like that family. Well, no, I could tell you who is the voice of Villager B. Maybe. No, she's not listed. Villager B is not listed on this. Let's check, make sure. No, they do not list the voice actress. It will remain a mystery until later. The lone flower that bloomed within that curse-ridden family. They keep saying that, but like, why? Besides, you know, hey, there's a curse. Like, has it actually done anything to anyone in that family, or you're all just like, "Be gone, you're cursed"? This villager's very superstitious. Superstitious lot.
綾代家には後継者の印と呼ばれるものがあるそうですが、何かご存知ですか?
I heard it's 5 scars on your chest in the shape of the Big Dipper. And that's only used by the Hokuto successor. Proves their connection to the Doshinkan. So that's probably a different game.
綾代家の後継者の印だと?
This will prove the true
そんなもの知らねえ
I don't
が
know about that, but it sure sounds good to me, doesn't it?
何かとてつもなく恐ろしいもんにちげねえ.
Yeah! Whenever they're around, we curse them. Obviously, they're cursed. That sounds about right. Everyone in the village, like, seems like legit normal people, and then you talk to them like, "Did you know about the curse? I can't touch them because I'll get cursed." Like, well, that's not even what the curse says. But, like, like I said last time, they're just waiting to knock the doors down and set everybody on fire. And you know, display their severed heads on pikes outside of the burning mansion. They're just dying for some action. Which is apparently how things go. Alright. What about Akira? You know anything about this dude?
誰じゃそりゃ? ひょっとしてたまに見かける柄の悪そうな男かの?
Akira? Who's that? I do see a boorish man walking around here from time to time. You talking about him? I don't know. Tell me more. Tell me more about this.
アキラなんて知らん.
I don't know, Akira.
ひょっ
Talking
と
about
し
that
て
boorish man as he walks
た
around.
まに見かける柄の悪そうな男
I
か
don't
の?
know. Akira didn't look boorish to me. He looked like a street punk.
綾代家について
I believe.
教えていただけませんか?
Did you tell me anything about the Ashiro family? That
あ
curse.
の家は呪われとるだよ。たくさんの人の恨みつらみで大きくなった家じゃから
The grudges and
な。
suffering of many people. Oh, I don't want to mess with a grudge ghost. I mean, that's probably that guy's deal. Look at him over there. Click clacking. That's his grudge ghost power. It's probably him. That's gotta be him.
キクさんが殺されたって話も
See the Kik was
た
being
だの
murdered.
噂とは言い切れねえだ。
Uh-oh. What are you basing that on, Obachan?
恨みつらみで大きくなったか。
The grudges of many people. Another villager said they only hear bad things about that family too. Yeah, well, they only hear it. Nobody's given me any direct evidence. If I was the Ayashiro family, I would be taking names and filing several lawsuits against these people. You want grudges? I'll give you grudges.
この村には綾代家にまつわる伝説がある
The
そうです。
Ayashiro family in this village.
キクさんはの満月の晩に
Rise
墓
from
か
your
ら出て
grave.
きなさるだ。
On the night of the full
きっ
moon,
と
I
ま
wonder
た
who the victim will be this
死人
time.
が出るにちげえねえだよ。
They're all nuts.
あんた早く帰った方がええぞ。あちこちつつき回っとるとキクさんが恐ろしい。
Wow, that's some delightful jiggle in there. If you get them to mention a curse 3 times, that's when a hunt starts. But that's only for certain types of spirits. We can rule out certain ghosts. We can rule out your Candymans, your Bloody Marys, if we can get them to repeat that and no hunt occurs. And then we'll know we're not dealing with one of those. If you were to throw a Candyman ghost into Phasmophobia, what kind of ghost would that be? That's probably a terrible thought. Stick your nose in business, if you will. Eesh, how dreadful. Yeah, see, it's just a bunch of supposition. Full moon again. What a creepy story. It is a creepy story. What is this? It's got some bizarre. What? What? I have absolutely no connection to this organization, and I just got some random text message telling me that the University of Pennsylvania is losing sight of its founding principles and educational prowess. And why did that not end up in, like, the spam? I don't know. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Let me respond to this quickly. Terribly sorry. I'm getting like multiple missed calls here. If I don't respond, they'll just keep going over and over again. And it is somebody that is... I assist a family member who has very low vision. All right. And so they will frequently contact me to confirm the expiration date on random food items they have. Now, I've gone through and tried to write the expiration date very large so they can see, although once your vision passes a certain point, the size of the text isn't really as much of the issue. But they still, without looking at it, will contact me. They're like, hey, is that ham you got still good? I'm like, yeah. Probably. I'm out there a couple times a week, so I very thoroughly about clearing stuff out and looking at things like, okay, well, this will go bad before I'm out again. But when I get looked down at my phone and it's like 5 missed calls and a 5-minute spread, it's like somebody was making a sandwich and they were desperate to find out if this ham was still good. Now that you can eat. This before the sell by date, probably a little bit after. A lot of debate on that. Anyway, I think I've gotten enough about this from this crazy lady here. I might as well ask about Kanda. Never heard of him. You got anything more to say? A lot of grudges, a lot of suffering. Got it. Okay. I don't think there's anything to look and engage. There's the television ad. Boo! It always has that remember option, and it never really does anything for me. Usually doesn't. Expiration dates are a conspiracy. Man, yeah, I had a roommate once who would leave the milk carton out overnight, and to me, it's like, all right, I'm not touching that now. Once you get sick once off of spoiled dairy, and you never go back, your body's never the same. But he refused to believe that anything ever went bad. But then also refused to eat frozen shrimp, which he called bagged shrimp, would only eat fresh shrimp. Where did this fresh shrimp come from? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he ate shrimp from, your Long John Silver's or perhaps a shrimp scampi from a local restaurant. Guaranteed that's not fresh from the sea. We don't live anywhere near where those shrimp are coming from. He had very odd conflicting views on those things. Good guy. Just strange food views. I shouldn't call him out too much. I've seen him pop up in here a few times. He's gonna hear me talking smack about him, and he's gonna come in here and be like, "Let me tell you about that Jum Jumington. His desk is an absolute mess." Or worse. That's the light view. Anyway. Right, I've just like expiration dates, like there's like a Best Buy date. And a lot of it's like sold by such and such date. And that's not necessarily when you need to eat it by. Also, some things expire before that expiry date. Like sometimes your bread will get the mold in it. And you don't want to touch that. I've known people who will open up the bread and be like, it says it's still good for 2 days. Like, there's mold on that piece of bread. Like, take that moldy piece of bread out. The rest of it's fine. No, it's not. Spores are already there, waiting to get you. I don't know, this nice, very superstitious old lady doesn't seem to know a whole lot. The way the villagers keep saying this, and not adding something like, all will be revealed on the night of the full moon, or so I'm told, or as the legend goes, or anything. They're all like very assuredly like, all will be revealed on the night of the full moon. Like, that's I don't know. Yeah, you can't do that with bread. You can with hard cheese though. Oh, yeah, hard cheese, like, well, obviously, like, all of it can go bad. It has to be stored in a certain way. Like a wine, right? It just gets better with age, as long as you don't store it on top of a radiator. Nice cheeses kept in a dry, cool environment. Lightless, perhaps? I guess light would be optional. Yeah. I saw a picture online of a gigantic wheel of cheese somewhere, and it reminded me of Stream and our cheese wheel discussions. I still haven't acquired a cheese wheel. Talked about it out there. I can't really eat it right now anyway, but I still want to know. I still want to find it out there. I'm just getting really creeped out by these villagers. None of them seem to have much in the way of useful information. Yes, tell me something. I know I haven't gotten the right also do best in a dry, cool environment. I think most of us do. That's why you save up all of those desiccant packets and then you just like pile them up around you. You'll never have to worry about dryness again. You'll always be as dry as you wish to be. I mean, you can buy what is essentially that stuff, more or less, at your local hardware store. It's meant for like dehumidifying basements and such. And it's just like a sack of crystals you hang up and it sucks the moisture out. You just get a bunch of sacks of that stuff, right? And you fill your socks with it. That way it cuts down on the sweat. It may cause damage to the skin. Don't do that. Don't listen to anything I say. I'm just spitballing here. But that might explain some of the other problems I had pre-horrific grinding accident. Well, you just get a bunch of that stuff, and you always, you don't have to worry about being dry or getting too moistened for a while. I mean, there's better ways to do it. I'm just saying that's a way you can do it. Just spitballing here. So I know that I haven't like nailed the right set of questions because it's not giving me an option to go anywhere else yet. surely it's not. Look, examine. Since it has yet to bear any real. Well, I did look at a burn mark. Okay, we can't read it. Yeah, that's not getting me anywhere. You already told me where they live. Gotcha. Yeah, I love the way his eyes lit up at that. All right, let's go back with the Ba-chan over here. I just enjoy your conversation with you. No, man. Tell me what you know. Okay. Can I examine? This person must be another villager. Must be. We don't know that for sure. So that makes him look like he's a member of Team Rocket. That's what I said, right? The art looks like Team Rocket, and then underneath it, it looks like the bicycle from Pokemon. That was my first thought. It was like, is Team Rocket like out there bicycles? Well, I think he's just clicking out there the whole time. Is that a requirement of his job, or is he just that homicidal? Sure, family, the legend. Any more? Oh, here we go. This is kind of a creepy. If you really want to know about Yuri Hashiro, you should ask Dr. Kamada. I'm sure he has tons to share. That's very conspiratorial. Kumada-sensei? Good, I'm getting out of here. You're freaking me out, lady. What is that supposed to mean? I feel like he's really throwing the writer number off, clicking the thing like that.
Konnichiwa.
No, I don't think that's the track, like the number clicker. I don't know, what do you call that? I guess it's just a counter. Totally sounds like an evil witch. 100%, yeah. She's the curse more than anything. I feel like those villagers are the curse. The way they're all like in unison, like every one of them I've talked to so far, if you ask what they know, they all say, all will be revealed on the night of the full moon. They're up to something. They're up to no good. But I don't think that's like a counter. I think that's, you just call that when you click through. That's like the punch for tickets. When you collect tickets and punch a little snap, snap, snap. Like the little train conductors would do. I don't know if they'd still do that, but it's like the common thing. I don't think any train I've ever been on has had that. Well, that has been a while since I've been on a train. I don't quite remember. Anyway, but he's certainly not like, he's not punching anything. There's no tickets there, but he's just like staring unblinkingly forward, like clicking on that thing. Like, one can only imagine what he's thinking about, what's going through his mind when he's reflexively clicking that. It's a lot of like, this guy cut me out from traffic, click, click, click. Gonna find him later, click, click, click. Gonna show him what's up, click, click, click. And I'll never find the body, click, click, click. That guy's a scissor man in the making. I'll say that. You take that thing out, put some scissors in his hand, instant serial killer. Guaranteed, 100%. Anyway, let's get some invasive medical practice going on here. Hey, Dr. Kumada.
Oh,
Oh, you need something? Yes. Give me your info. I'd like to talk to you about this. I was told by a very creepy old woman that had some kind of implication there. I couldn't quite pick up on what. Very creepy implication of why the doctor would know about her. Was something going on between you two? Oh, there is! Goodness gracious. This man he's so in love, he's speaking in emoticons Well, no, technically that would be an emoji. Although if you type emoticons, they often are translated into emoji, depending on what platform you're using it in.
先生どうしたんです
What's the matter, doctor? Your cheeks are getting red.
なんでもないんじゃ。
Oh, it's nothing. That old bag was right. There's some naughty business going on here. What? Come on now.
先生もしかしてユリさんのこと
Did you have a thing for Yuri?
何を言うとるか。
What are you
ユリ
talking
さんの
about?
ことなら原神に聞いてくれ。さっさと行かんか。
If you want to know more about Miss Yuri, you should go ask Genshin. Go on. Heart. Oh, man.
年が今なく照れちゃって
Come on, there's nothing for you to be ashamed of, you know.
はよ行けというのに。
I said, go, get out of here. Uh-oh. Why do I have to go? Why is I've mentioned this missing woman and he's like blushing and then immediately instructs me to leave. What are you gonna do when I leave? What are you gonna do when I get out of here? What are you up to, doctor? Am I go talk to the old man who yelled at me for trying to dig up graves? And I'm not saying he was wrong to do so, but you know, that's our relationship so far. I'm a grave digger and he doesn't like it. Grave robber, sorry. Be more accurate about that. I don't dig the graves for people. I dig them up and rob them later. Allegedly. Allegedly hasn't been proven in court yet. But he's instructing me. He's demanding that I leave. If I go there and this guy says, I don't know anything about that girl, we all know what's going on. He's thinking real hard about this pretty girl he used to know, and now he wants some alone time. We all know what's happening.
お邪魔しました
That was
ほら、さっさと行け。
like he really wants me out of there. He's got to conduct an examination upon himself is what I am picking up on. Maybe that's perhaps too crude, but he certainly wanted me out of there in a hurry.
あんたか。どうされた。
I don't know if this guy like showed up to greet me or if he just stands there staring into space. I'm trying to badmouth this game. I just find it amusing how often you run into people and they're just like staring into nowhere, and you walk into view and they're just like, oh, hello there. Didn't see you coming. What's the
こん
matter?
にちはお聞きしたいことがあって来ました
Hello, I'm actually back because I have a few questions, and I'm not going to dig up that grave until you leave. Tell me what you know. Oh, I should have asked the doctor about the symbol. Hold on a second. I gotta go back. I'll be back.
なんじゃ。
Yeah, I do have some more questions. Tell me about the symbol.
綾代家の後継者の
The
印の
Aishiro
ことか。
family symbol of the successor?
話には聞いたことがあるか
Heard of
な。
it, but
ど
I
んな
don't
も
know
んか
what
は
it
知
is.
らんな。ゆりさんのことなら原神に聞いてくれ。
he gets so mad. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Think about a girl I like. Want to be alone.
ほら、さっさと行け。
Hurry up. What? I've seen that before. It's like a
あんた
cat running
か。
around there.
どうされた。
It's me again. Will you teach me how to fight? No. Wait, that's not. Tell me.
綾代ゆりさんについて何かご存知でしょうか
Yuri Ayashiro.
その名に行き着いたか。
Why are you all MFers being so mysterious? I knew you'd come across them eventually. Very well, I shall tell you. Why
ユ
didn't you
リ
tell me
は
the
菊
last time
さ
I was
ん
here?
の一人娘じゃ。
Well, thanks for that brilliant insight, old man. Yuri is Miss Kiku's only daughter. Uh-huh.
ええ今は行方不明と聞いていますが
But I heard she's missing right now.
ユリはな。
The thing about Yuri is
20年前この村へ仕事でやってきた青年と知り合ったんじゃ。
20 years ago, she met a young man who was visiting this village on business.
二人はやがて愛し合う
Eventually,
よう
they
に
fell
な
in
ったん
love.
じゃ。
However, Miss Kiku's husband strongly objected to the relationship.
二人の仲を猛反対したんじゃ。
Nobody's really mentioned the husband, who I assume is long dead. Actually, I think they did mention at some point that he had died, but I don't think much else was said about him that I recall.
身分が違うとな。
He didn't approve of the boy's social stature.
ユリの決心
Yuri
は
had
固
already
く
made up
つ
her
いに
mind and
駆
decided
け
to
落ちし
elope
てし
with
もう
him.
たんじゃよ。
そうだったんですか。
So that's what
そ
happened.
んな事情が。
それでもユリは一
Yuri
人
was
娘
still
じゃ
her
から
only
の。
child, so Miss Kiku
キク
must
さん
have
は
given her the
後継
symbol
者
of
の
the
証を
successor.
持たせたようじゃ
See,
が。
well, I'm telling you, it's stacking up more and more like this is like something they've burned into the body or something. You don't give someone like a symbol of a successor that's meant to last till the end of their days with like a temporary tattoo or like, drawn on with a Sharpie. You want something to last. You gotta, I don't know if I should say this. Don't do this. But I'm saying in the context of the story, if they wanted something to last, it would be a piece of metal heated up real nice. Just sizzled in there. Like they do with cattle. Only, on humans. Don't do that to yourself or others. That's my disclaimer. I'm just saying. Scars are the only thing that are going to last there. Or it's just like a card you put in your wallet. I don't know.
二人が今どこでどうしているのか
Couldn't
は
tell
わ
you
か
what
らん。
the two of them are up to now.
幸せに暮らしておるといいんじゃがな。
I truly hope they're happy. Where could they be? Maybe if I took a look at that grave, maybe that would answer my questions.
キクさんは
Whose body rests?
こらキクさんが蘇って恐ろしいことが起こ
Where?
るぞ。
Miss Kiku, who knows what terrible things might happen then?
キクさんは安らかに眠っておるんじゃ。
Peace, you must not
邪
disturb
魔
her.
をしちゃいかん。
Awful suspicious that you don't want me to dig up the grave.
怪しの家に代々伝わる大切なものらしいの。
I heard the
し
symbol
か
is
し
a treasured item passed down through generations. However,
それがどんな代物なのかま
I
で
have absolutely no
わ
idea
しは
what it
知ら
looks
ん
like.
のじゃ。
That was something from the Inagami clan. They had like this symbol, like 3 symbols that were like the symbols of the family cast in gold that the head of the household gave to one of his mistresses that his family ran out, and then they went and basically like beat her to death to get him back. So maybe it isn't like a cigarette, like a car lighter burnt into their flesh. Maybe it is just like this piece of gold shaped like whatever the Ayashiro family's deal is. Maybe I'm just thinking crazy. I don't think so, though.
それがどんな代
Absolutely
物。
no idea what it looks like. Cool beans! Do you know anything about these other folks?
アキラという人をご存知
No,
ですか。
by the name Akira.
キクさんはそのアキラという男を孫のように思っとったようじゃの。ところがア
But
キラの
apparently,
方はキク
Akira
さん
only
を
saw her as
小
just
遣
an
いを
old
くれ
lady
る
willing
ば
to
あ
give
さん
him
ぐらいにしか思って
allowance.
おらんかったらしい。
Well, that's kind of sad.
それを知っていても孫のいないキクさんにとって
That she was aware of this.
Akira
She
は
still adored
可愛
him
かっ
because
た
she
んじ
never
ゃ
had
ろ。
any grandchildren of her own. Well, that's depressing. Not surprising, though.
綾代商事の顧
Ayashiro
問弁護
Corporation's
士じゃ
legal
な。
advisor, Miss
キ
Kiku,
クさん
seems to
も
have
信
trusted
頼して
him.
おったようじゃ。
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you know.
最近キクさんに関することで
Thing usual about Miss
何か
Kiku
気がつ
before
いた
she
ことは
died.
ありませんでしたか。
特にないの。
I don't think so.
キクさんとは昔から随分親しくさせてもらっとったんじゃ。よく話をしたものじゃったが、気の毒にの。
I appreciate that this is one of the few individuals that talks about her loss as like this human being that I enjoyed is gone, and it's sad. When like her family, most family I've talked to so far has been like, yeah, it's a real loss for the company. Let's see if he's got anything more to say. Grandchild. Okay. All right. Back to the clinic, I suppose. I think. Oh, sorry. Making sure I'm not getting any more ham-related text messages. Dropped my phone. I always have questions, man. Yeah, exactly. It's a real sad day for shareholder value. That's how Kanji was like. That's a real shame to lose the chairwoman. You mean your aunt? Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, I got a business to run, kid. People die all the time. Doesn't have anything to do with the business. Can't shut down just because someone died. Gotta keep the business running like a well-oiled machine. He's just gonna get mad. He's gonna get mad and talk to me about it again. Maybe I would just ask this guy one more time. Okay, man, I'm out of here. Jeez. I keep interrupting his private time with his thoughts of this woman he hasn't seen for presumably 20 years, who married somebody else, vanished, possibly into the bottom of a lake. That's how these stories usually unfold. Anything else? She's been missing ever since she eloped 20 years ago. All right. Oh, back to the station. Ah. See if he's got any more dirt for me. Please, Mr. Scissorman, tell me what you know. He started to remember something earlier. And then just kind of trailed off there. All right. I'm going to talk to this old lady again. Yes, I do. I have some questions. No, he just told me to hit the bricks. I think he was blushing just by his age. Maybe he had feelings for Yuri. Alright. Now we're just bouncing around until I hit that right combo of questions. Well, what about Akira? Tell me what you know. Huh. Like his pose shift there. Shady looking fellow this was Kiku on occasion. Did he say Doki Doki? I swore he said Doki Doki. I don't know if is it shady looking? Nah, that's weird. He visits Miss Kiku on occasion. Yeah? Never heard the name, but could it be that? Asobi? I'm hearing like one or two words that I sort of understand and they don't fit with what is being said here. Toki Doki? Tokitori? Toki... What was that game? It's not Tora, that's the one. There's Toki going ape spit for I believe that's for the Sega Genesis. Perhaps that what I was thinking of. I think that means something. Sometimes. Oh, okay. It sounded like Doki Doki, and I was like, what? Who's going Doki Doki? Makes sense. Thank you for clarifying. Kanda?
綾代家の顧問弁護士じゃな。一度も会ったことはないがな。
Doki Doki Panic. Wasn't that that's Mario 2's Doki Doki Panic? That is, I'm kind of like ashamed to say that is one of my favorite Mario games, and it's not even like a quote unquote real Mario game. But I love that. I would play that one over pretty much any other Mario game at any given moment. You handed me all these Mario games, like which one? Like, oh, like Mario Brothers 2. I want to dig this big turnip out of the ground and throw it through a man's face. I want to take this bird that shoots eggs and then beat the bird to death with its own eggs that it hatched from its mouth. That's how you do it. And then I'm going to climb into a giant bird mouth and let it swallow me so I can run a slot machine to try and get extra lives. That is good times to me. Let me take this stuff. Let me take the X-ray. I don't think I can take this. Take Kumada. I shouldn't. It's not... I can't do that, or like, don't do that. It's, oh, I shouldn't. Like the thought occurred, like maybe I could just put this doctor in my pocket and leave. Like, no, I mustn't. Not again. Can't afford to go back to jail. What do you know?
今まで話したことくらいしか知らんな。
He's got to talk about Yuri. Come on, man.
Yuri-sanのことなら原神に聞いてくれ。
I did ask Genshin Impact about Miss Yuri, and they told me to keep rolling. That's you know, I gotta do more pulls to get that character. Launchpad. Everywhere I lived when I was a kid, I had Super Mario Brothers 2 arcade. Ooh, I didn't even realize that was in the arcade. It makes sense. Man, I love that game. I haven't played that in a long time, though.
Yuri-sanのことなら原神。
Oh my gosh, I've already asked Genshin. You gotta give me something else.
話には聞いたことがあるがな。
But I don't know what it looks like. Okay.
Yuri-sanはとても美しい人だったんじゃ。
What's weird, I have to ask about the family to get him to talk more. Yuri was truly stunning. Heart. Give me some more.
Yuri-sanはとても美しい人だったんじゃ。
Tell me more. Come on, man. Will you quit holding out on me?
Yuri-sanはとても美しい人だったんじゃ。
All right, I'll take it.
お邪魔しました。
ほら、さっさと行け。
Oh, come on. You don't have to yell at me, man. You don't have to yell at me all the time.
あんたか。どうされた？
Nope, I need somebody to tell me more.
20年前にか。
Yep. Uh-huh.
村の人たちは綾代家に良くない印象を持っているようですね。
確かにな。
I suppose that's true.
キクさんの旦那はかなりアコギな商売をしとったようじゃが、それももう遠い昔の話じゃよ。わしから話せるなこのぐらいじゃ。
You say that, but I'm probably going to get more information and then come back and you'll be like, I had a feeling you'd find out about that. Like, rotten old man.
ありがとうございました。
Go. Go. That
キクさんの旦那はかなり
was a long time ago. Yep, okay.
20年前にか。
The symbol, maybe?
それがどんな代物なのかま
What it
で
looks like.
わしは知らんのじゃ。
Right. Open. Which one? Oh, goodness. Oh. Well, why are you giving me this option? He's just gonna yell at
こ
me.
ら墓にいたずらしていかん。
I'm just trying to
すいま
look
せん。
around for clues.
いたずらしてたわけじゃないんです。
Wasn't my intention. Oh, it certainly was.
開けられそうにない。
I think I can open it. You just gotta try harder.
こら
Okay, all right. Take it easy. Oh, yeah.
開けられそうにない。
I think I can open it. Okay. All right.
この建物が
This building must be Heir Temple's main hall. Okay.
ここが参道に当た
This
るの
must
だ
be the path leading to the shrine.
歩けるように
Pavement
整
is
備
made
する
for easy walking. Think about what's eating. Don't really think about eating what's in the graves. I've told you, they're humans. Can't do it. They're off the menu. Now, if they were infected with the T virus, and one could prove that, they're not human anymore. Or the G virus. I don't think I'd want to eat the G virus. That's how they get you. But, willing to try. Now, for all I know, Miss Kiku faked her death, and then there's just like a bunch of hams that have been formed into the shape of a dead person buried under there. And you're really not going to be able to test that without sampling it. So in that instance, yes, I would. And once this guy goes to sleep, he's got to sleep sooner or later.
キクさんがね。
Oh boy. Okay. I think I've exhausted all of these options. Kirakonda symbol Yuri. The legend again, I guess.
本当にもう一
No. Okay.
あ、いえ、やっぱり
With Graveyard Keeper, you can take the meat from the bodies. Are they humans? Are they humans, or are they like semi-human, demi-human, if you will? Feed it to the town folk. Well, see, then you're not eating it yourself. That's fair game. If I dug up those bodies and fed it to somebody else, I'm not the cannibal. I haven't done anything. Well, I haven't done anything cannibalistically wrong on my end. I'm sure that's got to be some kind of crime. I don't know what it would be charged with. There are humans. Well, as long as I'm just feeding them to somebody else. Like if you grind them into meat pies and sell them, but you never sample yourself, that's fair game. That's fine. To my thinking, anyway. I'm not a lawyer. My lawyers aren't too happy with my behavior, so maybe don't take what I say as your guide to how to make it in the world, but just saying. Okay. Anything to examine? I don't think there is anything I can examine in here.
熊田先生は
Are you
この
familiar
村の
with
伝
the
説は
village
ご存知
legend?
ですか？
いやもちろん知っとる。
Yes, of course I am.
村の連中から聞いてき
You
た
heard
んじゃ
from
ろ。
the villagers,
連
didn't
中
you?
は信
You
じき
seem
っ
to
て
buy
おる
every
よう
word
じ
of
ゃ
it. Yes, they
医者
do.
のわしからすれば伝説は
From a
伝
doctor's
説に過ぎん
perspective,
としか言え
legend
ん
is
な。
nothing more than a legend. That's all I can say about it. Okay. Oh, I can't go back to the. I presumably have exhausted the options at the temple at this point.
ゆりさんのことなら
Unless that. Nope. So I've gotten everything out of that. Nothing more
連
than.
中は信じきっておるようじゃが
Eat it up, but
医
it's a
者の
doctor.
わしからすれば
That's all I
伝
can say.
説は
Anything more?
ゆりさんはとても
Nope, that's it. I think said everything that he has to say. Go back to the station. Mr. Clickety Clack there. Getting ready to murderize us. Station clerk seems to take his job seriously. Yeah, that's what you call it. That's what you call it, all right.
は何のご用ですか
Tell me what you know.
場所はもう
Alright,
教
so
え
you
てあげ
really look- okay. I wanted to know more. The legend.
死んだ人が蘇るだなんて
Just thinking about it
考
gives me
え
the
ただけでも
chills.
ゾッとしますね
Yeah, I bet. I mean, someone who has murdered several people would be very concerned about their dead bodies coming back for revenge. I guarantee this man's a murderer. No, I can't prove it. I guarantee it's him.
聞か
I've never heard that name before.
さあ
Never heard of that.
綺麗な人だったという噂ぐらいは聞いたことがありますが
Tell me what I want to know.
駅の向こうに見える
Supposedly, the mountain over there is called Jum Mountain. It overlooks
村
the
全
whole
体を見
thing.
ました
Very good.
なんじゃまだ
Some questions? Apparently I do. Apparently I do. I can still go to the clinic, which implies that there's something more to be had there. Faster about everything.
綾代家の後継者の
That's it?
印
I don't know about that, but it sure sounds creepy to me. Yes, it does.
綾代家は呪わ
Our
れと
curse,
るだ
their will
よ
is built upon the grudges and suffering of many people. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, just bouncing back and forth here.
なんじゃ
Come on, I gotta see Dr. Kamada. He's the only doctor in the village. Okay.
ゆりさんのことなら
Try to look at him now.
熊田先生だ明神村ただ一人のいい
Right, right, okay. Nothing. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Can I eyeball anything?
病院だけあって
Can't spot a speck of dust, probably because we're in a hospital. Okay, gotcha. Can't call anybody else here.
綾代家の顧問
Sure,
弁護士じゃ
legal
な
advisor, although I've never met
一度
him
も
in
会った
person.
こと
Okay.
話には聞いたことがある
Stories
が
about it, but
な
I don't know what it looks like. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I've hit all of these.
聞いたことがないな
Never
じゃ
the
が
name, but could it be that
菊さん
maybe
のところ
looking
に
for
時
low
々
business
来とった遊
on
び
occasion?
ゆりさんはとても美しい。
Okay.
週間の連絡もあったりするんでな。
That's why I have a phone here. Look at those medical records.
待って勝手に触るんじゃない。
Oh, of course. I asked him about all of this stuff.
ゆりさんのことなら。
Okay, okay, okay. Someone's got to have some info for me here. Yes, I do have questions. You got to know something else. Okay. Why did you say this? And then he's just like, get out of here. Okay. Already got that. Uh-huh. Okay. Station building is a little run down. Yes, it is. Is there a vending machine? Sign. Sign for Kumara Clinic. Okay. Ashtray. Ashtray is full. A lot of smokers here. Apparently so. The banner for a shop in the village. Why don't I go to the village? Cross that for grave with a night of a full moon. There will be another victim. I know it. Oh God! Whoa! Whoa! Take it easy. Oh my gosh! It's freaking out. Here, talking about a boorish man I see walking around here from time to time. I think I'm losing my mind here. I think I've talked to everybody. I don't see anything worth eyeballing. Do you think witches are 100% human? No, absolutely not. Now, you could argue, an argument could be made. Right. Yeah, witches are much like the supernatural zombie, a supernatural thing. But I'm going to take that once you have become a witch, full witch, with all the powers and so forth, you've made certain wheelings and dealings with the supernatural authorities that have rendered you slightly different than humans. Like a werewolf or a vampire, right? They're not human. Saying if I told the old lady was a witch, you would take a bite. I'd consider it. I'd consider it. She would be on the list. If I had proof that she was a witch, that would be on the list of things that I can eat from this video game. But I can't prove that she's a witch yet. Yet. I feel like the proof may be incoming. But if it came out that she's a witch, absolutely. If it came out that this guy was a vampire werewolf, absolutely. Absolutely. But until such time, I just have to assume they're human. The game presents itself mostly as such. Come on, man, tell me something. Give me something here. I'm just saying, you know, you gotta keep your options open, you know. Sometimes that doorknob is made of chocolate. You won't rule anything out. I guess the doorknob is really only made of chocolate if you're living inside the game show where you have to find things that are made of chocolate. Or like that phenomenon that was going around where like nobody knew what cake was. Nobody knew what was a cake. Like people would just cut into random objects and it would turn out to be cake. It's like that. Only with like edible meat. It's like, you know, you could cut in this person, you could just find like human tendons and blood inside, or it could be delicious witch parts. I mean, there's better ways to find out than just like slicing into people. Not advisable. Generally not going to work out for you. Wait, the slicing and dicing comes after the tests showing what they are. You can usually prove that out with x-rays and so forth. I'd get into the technical details, but, you know, there's a whole book on it. Rather you bought the book. It's currently unavailable. I'm trying to get the publisher to fire back up. But once we get it back out there, I will, you know, be posting links up there. You can guarantee it. My book about edible humanoids. If we don't need to get into it too much, there are a lot of lawsuits. Somebody here has something to say about something. Or Kumada has something to say about something. The fact that I can still go to the clinic implies to me that there's still more to be said. It's possible that haven't talked to him in the proper order of things. Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, come to think of it. Oh, here we go. Azusa came today too. She picked up some medication and left a minute ago. Sure, she's back at the mansion by now. Sounds like Azusa was here today too. Zenza did mention that she'd return shortly. Finally. It's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. The game really doesn't. I mean, I'm glad it's not just like a bunch of like click next, click next, click next. But sometimes it's like, all right, which option have I not explored? And it doesn't give much indication, like when choosing talk options multiple times for most options just results in repeating the same thing. It kind of discourages doing that until you realize that, well, no, most of them will just repeat it, but sometimes they'll give something else. And then sometimes they'll repeat the information, but then add on at the end. You know, come to think of it, Portopia was like that too, where you feel kind of stuck and you just go to a place and be like, nah, there's nothing happening here. And then be like, oh, by the way, someone left this note for you. Like, what? How was I supposed to know? Mildly frustrating, but what else is there? The meat that's there is amusing to me. Welcome back, Sir Jumington. She's in the living room. Oh, excellent. Let us travel away. Well, let me ask first. Nope. Okay, that's all the same information. To the living room. Where the living remain. Oh, Mr. Detective, can I help you?
お聞きしたいことがあるんです。お時間をいただけますか?
Yes, I have a question for you. Do you have a minute?
仕方ないわね。少しだけよ。
Very well, but make it quick. No, I shouldn't. Examine her. Because that's she's just gonna be like, what are you looking at? Tell me what you know.
おばさまの発言権は綾代商事でも絶対的だったよね。
Seems like Enkiku's words were absolute, even within the Ayashuo Corporation. Okay.
菊おばさまの発言権は綾代商事でも絶対的だったよね。
All right, fair enough. Tell me about the will.
もう幹事兄さんから聞いたんでしょ。
Can't you tell you about that already?
喉が痛いんだから余計なことを喋らせないで。
Why do you have a sore throat? Huh?
アキラ
I
さ
don't
ん
know
に
what
つい
kind of
て
answer she would provide that would give me any
何かご存知ですか？
information I want. Do you know anything about Akira?
ああ、兄さんのドラ息子
My
ね。
brother's sorry excuse for his
遺
son.
言公
We're
開
off.
の日もこっちで会ったけ
I
ど。
bumped into him on the day the will was read.
そういえばそ
Come
の
to
時
think
ア
of
キ
it,
ラ
I
は
think
誰か
Akira
と
was
こそこ
sneaking
そ会っ
around
ていたよ
talking to
ね。
someone.
一体誰と？
Who is he talking to? The Akane. Most assuredly. They're having a fling. I'm telling you. They got something going on.
それはご自分でお調べ
Why
に
don't
な
you
れ
figure
ば
out yourself,
探
Mr.
偵さん。
Detective? I don't like your attitude, lady. Tell me about Jiro.
ジローについてなら探
Oh,
偵
I
さん
may
の
have
興味
something
を引
about
きそう
Jiro
な
that
ことがあ
might
る
be
わ
of interest to you.
おばさまが亡くなって一番困
I
っ
was
たこと
troubled
に
by
なった
my
の
aunt's
は
passing. Could
ジ
be
ローじゃ
Jiro.
ないかしら。
Really?
それはどういう意味ですか？
What do you mean by that?
社長の幹事兄さんと専務
Well,
のジロ
what's
ー
the
はね、
conflicts between Kanji,
会
the
社の中
CEO,
で
and
激し
Jiro,
く
the
対
managing
立して
director
た
within
の
the
よ。
company? Uh,
今まではおばさまが
I've
いた
just
か
kept
ら
on a tight leash
幹事
while
兄
Aunt
さん
Cookie
も
was
綾
around,
代
but
商
now
事
that
を
she's
思い通
gone,
りに
he
で
has
きなか
free
った
reign
け
over the
ど、
company. Yeah, I knew
今
it.
はもう兄さんの望むままね。
The way he talked about it, it's like, I'll take control. I mean, we'll take control. Guarantee he's gonna burn everybody else out.
幹事兄さんがいる限り、専務のジローは
As long as
会社の
Kanji's
中で
around,
小
Jiro
さく
will
なって
have
なきゃなら
to
なく
live
な
in
った
his
の。
shadow.
幹事さんと二郎さんには
Seems like Kanji and Jiro are on bad terms. Makes sense. Makes sense.
この
Kanda.
家の顧問弁護士でしょ。
Legal advisor for the family, right?
頭は切れるらしいわね。
I heard he's clever. Supposedly, he's advising
会
the
社の
corporate
相
side
談
of
役
things
にもなっ
too.
ているようだけど。
I have a feeling that she's going to die. And I'm going to say this. I have a feeling that she's going to die, right? Because she's got this cough and she's received medication from the doctor. And then she's going to take that medication and die. And it's going to turn out the medication was poisoned somehow. They're going to pin it on the doctor, but it won't be the doctor, it'll be somebody else. I'm not saying like it's an absolute certainty, but I'm saying narratively, structurally, that's the sort of thing that happens in these kind of stories. When they have stuff like this, like very little is placed in there for no reason. If someone is sick and they said, well, they picked up medication, usually that leads somewhere. Not always. It could just be, a little set dressing, so to speak, but she's probably gonna die. Someone's gonna die. Tell me about Yuri.
こっちが聞きたいくらいよ。
Oh, I don't know anything about Yuri. Why are you asking me? What do I look like?
だいたいあなた探偵でしょ。
That's aren't you a detective? Lady, do you know how detectives work?
こんなとこでグズグズしてないで
Around here,
ゆりさんでも
go find
探してらっしゃいよ。
ゆりさんが見つからなければ遺産の分
She
配
needs
が
Yuri
でき
in
ない。
order to receive her portion of the
でイ
inheritance.
ライラしてるんだろう。
That's why she wants me to find her. And the symbol?
知らないわよ、そんなもの。私には関係ないわ。
Oh, no, that really has nothing to do with me. What about Kanji?
幹事兄さんにとって
I don't think
お
Kanji
ばさ
cares
ま
at
の
all
個人
about
財
my
産
aunt's
なんて
personal
どうで
assets.
もいいんじゃないかしら。
More than that,
それよりも綾代商事を自
he's
由
more
にできる
interested
こ
in
との
having
方
full
が
control of the
よほ
Aishiro
ど魅力
Corporation.
的なことに違いないわ。ゆりさんが現れないことを
Praying for Yuri
心
to
の
never
中で
come
願
back.
っているんじゃない？
Makes sense. What do you know?
何を話せっていうの？
I don't know what to tell you.
それともやっぱり
Are you
私たちを
suspicious
疑っ
of-
て
Are
る
you even a
の？
detective?
あなた本当に
What does
探
that
偵？
mean? Or like, are she upset that I'm not acting like I'm more suspicious? Should my line of question be like, why did you do it? No! Disconnected. How tragic. Okay. I guess that tracks. I wish I had a phone number 2 call. Maybe I have one in my notes. Hold on a second. I gotta order a pizza.
もう幹事兄さんから聞いたんでしょ？
Okay, yeah. Okay, yep. Tell me more.
おばさまが亡くなって
Heroes most troubled by
一番
man's
困っ
passing. Okay.
遺言公開の日
Seems like Akira was
アキラは
secretly
誰
meeting
かとこ
someone
そ
on
こ
the
そ
day
会
the
って
will
いたよ
was
ね。
read. Okay. Kanda.
この家の顧問弁護士でしょ？
Advisor for the family. Just like saying his name.
どうせ何もで
You're
きないんだか
wasting your
ら
time here.
こんな
Why
と
don't
こ
you
で
go
グ
and
ズ
look
グ
for
ズしてな
Yuri
いで
already?
ゆりさんでも探してらっしゃいよ。
I would love to. Okay, won't let me. I haven't asked you enough of the questions, the right questions.
ゆりさんが現れない
We'll
こ
be
とを
praying for your to never
心
come
の
back.
中で願っているんじゃない？
Okay.
気の強そうな人。
Seems strong-willed. All right.
はい。どういったご用でしょうか。
What can you tell me?
お忙しい方です
This
から。
man, he seems to be
こ
working
んな
every
時間で
minute
も
of the day.
まだお仕事中でしょうね。
Okay. Uh-huh.
遺言通り。
Only Yuri would
ゆ
take
り
her
様が
rightful
この
place
家
here
を
as
継
the
いで
will
くだされ
states.
ば。
I wonder where she
しかし、どちらにいらっしゃるのやら。
is he rubbing his stomach while he's talking to me? He's got a problem.
お忙しい方ですから。こんな時間。
Didn't you say that about Jiro? Kanda.
神田弁護士について
Tell me anything
詳
about
しく
Mr.
教えていただけません
Kanda,
か
the？ lawyer.
立派な方です。
He's a great
菊様
man.
が亡
Mr.
くなられた
Spooky
時
Past, he comforted me and allowed me to
私の
express my
話を
feelings.
親身になって聞いてくださいました。では一度探偵に調査を頼んでみてはどうかということで、有名な宇津木探偵事務所の優秀な探偵のあなた様を教えてくださっ
He's
た
a
のですよ。
detective named Jum who works at the Utsugi Detective Agency. How does he know about me?
そうだったんですか？
Really?
お会いしたいということ
You'd
で
like
し
to
た
meet
ら、
him? Why don't you try
まず
calling
は
him?
お電話されてはいかがでしょう。神田様の事務所の
Kanda's
電話
office
番
phone number
号
is
は
on speed
米
dial.
一六の
Star 16. Don't mind if I do. Hello, is this Kanda?
神田弁護士事務所です。
You reached the
申し訳ござい
Kanda
ませんが、
office.
ただいま
Sorry
の時
about
間
being
は
called
受
outside
付
of
時
office
間外
hours.
となってお
Son
り
of a
ます。
bitch.
恐れ入りますが、おかけ直しいただきますようお願い申し上げます。
Please call back another time.
こんな時間じゃ無理ないか。
Well, it is pretty late. Is it? Is it though?
前にお話ししたこ
Outside
と
of
ぐ
what
ら
I
いで
told you already. Okay. Uh.
ああそうでした。
Oh, that's right. I
茜
checked
に
with
確
Akane,
認を
but
した
that
の
day
で
his
すが、
Kira
あの
was
日 何やら大きな荷
Seen
物を持っ
carrying
て
a large
屋
package
敷の
and
裏
wandering
にあ
around
る
the storage behind the
土
mansion.
蔵のあたりでうろついていらっしゃったそうなのです。
Got a large package carrying around. Is it a stash of drugs? Is it a big sack of food for an exotic animal he's stolen? Is it, I don't know, like a bunch of drugs or other illicit substances, but a big bundle of alcohol or something? Large package. Package. He looks suspicious. Maybe I'm judging him too harshly because of his hairdo.
何をなさっておられたのやら。
Wonder what he was doing. Maybe it's a big sack of fertilizer and he's out there like, I don't know, growing some carrots or something. They get to meet up with him and he's like, I just like to grow plants and my great aunt let me grow plants in the shed. Probably not, but like it could be.
どうぞ。
Storage.
大きな荷物。
Large package. I would like to check out the storage area. Storage space.
土蔵は屋敷
Now
の
we're getting
裏
the
にござ
storage
いま
wars
す。
part of the game. Storage is behind the mansion. You and 16 other members are going to be there when they open it up and bid on the contents. Sight unseen.
高価な骨董品がたくさん
And then you
保
gotta go
管してあり
and
ますので、
inside so they
入り
keep it
口
locked.
には鍵がかかっております。
I'll start the bidding at $5.
高価な骨董
It's
品
full
が
of
たくさ
valuable
ん
antiques,
保
so
管
they
してあり
keep
ま
it
すので、
locked. Interesting, interesting. Okay.
神田様の事務所の電話。
16, right.
神楽寺の源信さんに聞きま
Kagura
した。
Temple told me about
ゆ
Yuri
りさん
eloping
は
with her lover.
恋人と駆け落ちしてしまったんですね。
はい。旦那様がお二人の仲を決して
His
許
husband
そ
never
うとせ
approved
ず、
of the relationship, driving Lady Yuri away from
家
home.
を飛び出、それでも
But even
ゆり
so,
様は
Lady
菊
Yuri is
様の
Mr.
一
Chief's
人
only
娘
daughter.
です。当家の後継者となられ
It's
るの
only
は
natural that she should
やは
be
り
the
ゆり
successor
様
of
だ
this
と
home.
考えられるのではないかと。
Okay. Okay. Okay.
遺言通り、ゆり、
All right. Whoa,
何
she's
なの
surly.
要件は早く済ませてよ。
Get on with your business. Get on with it. What do you
いきな
know?
り何よ。それがどうしたっていうの？
Uh-oh. Stop making me talk so
喉
much.
が痛いんだか
Sore
らあ
throat.
んまり。
All right, so she's done. I would like to go to the storage room, but they won't let me.
はい。
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
あかねさん、
Miss Akane? What are you doing here? Awful suspicious. You're just hanging around. What are you doing? She looks suspicious. She seems very disturbed. What are you doing? Tell me about that burn mark. Again. I'll come beat you. What's going on? She
ひど
seems
く
so
怯え
scared.
ている。
Something happened. She knows something.
私何も知りません。
I don't know anything. You're a liar. You know something.
お願いです。もう何も聞かないでください。
Please don't ask any more questions. I don't think so, lady. That's not how the investigation works.
私何も知りません。
What? Hmm. She's up to something.
畳が焦げている。
Oh, that is burned. Can I get like another look at it? Like, tell me more.
花が生けてある。
It's a flower display. I wonder who did the arrangement. Could it be?
あのんだ。
It's paper lantern. It looks like they actually use it for lighting, not just for interior decoration. Easily start a fire with one of those bad boys, I'll tell you that much. I think it's possible Akira is like here secretly doing flower arranging because his parents wouldn't approve. They always have like photos and then it's just like, it's a photo! Like, can I look at the photo? Who's in the photo? Okay. Alright. Well, that was, interesting. There's no way he'd be here. You never know. When I talk to him, I should go over there. Fine. Can I get her to come back? No. She's not around. I asked her about herself and she got freaked out. I don't know nothing about nothing. Very suspicious. Wait, who am I talking to right now? She's not, but she doesn't want to talk anymore about anything.
知らないわよ、そんなもの。
It really has nothing to do with me. Alright, I think we're done with her.
はい。
Give me some more juicy.
何やら大きな荷物を持
Our
って
package of wandering around the
屋敷
store
の
to
裏にある
mansion. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
前にお話ししたことぐらい
Okay. Okay.
何かご用でしょうか
Dang it.
高価な骨董品がたくさん
So keep it locked. Okay. If she doesn't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it. Nobody
前
wants to
に
talk
お
about it.
話ししたそういえば村人からユリ様の話
You
は
want to
聞
ask
け
the
ました
villagers
か
about Lady Yuri?
いろいろと
So let's-
他にも
let's
様
see
々
what
な
other rumors
噂が
floating
飛び
around
交
it
っているよう
seems.
ですね。
気味の悪いことも
Sure you heard
噂
some
し
of
て
the
おりま
creepy
したでしょう
ones?
あ
Yes.
あ、
I heard
満
that
月の
Miss
晩に
Kiko
菊
will
さんが
resurrect on the night of the full moon.
気味の悪い話ですね。
Definitely creepy.
村人たちがいい加減
Villagers
なことを
love
言
to
って
create drama. All they
勝手
do
に
is talk.
騒いでるだけでございます。
Yeah, I
そう
like
いえ
those
ば
villagers. They freak me out.
今夜あたりがちょうど満月ですね。
That's why, usually you take the villagers and you conceal them all inside of a room about 20 or so blocks above the surface. And you just get them to spawn iron golems continuously for your farming purposes, and you never engage with them again. That's usually what you want to do with villagers. You don't treat them like human beings. Oh, people will call you a monster, but they'll still buy that iron. Now that you mention it, I believe the full moon rises tonight. Woo! I guess all is going to be revealed tonight then. That's what they told us.
満月か。
The full moon.
そろそろ戻ら
My
ないと。
God.
事務所に着くのが夜中になってしまう。
Getting back to the office
あ
soon.
ゆみちゃ
It's
んも
almost
心配
midnight.
させると
I
いけ
don't
な
want
いし
to worry.
帰ろう。
Really? It's almost midnight? Jeez. Well, why are they It's awful gracious of them to still be like hanging around here. Like, y'all answer this teenager's questions about whether or not the benefactor of our family was murdered until midnight. I better get out of here.
ありがとうございました。今日は
I think I'm all done for the day.
さようでございますか。
Is that so?
それでは道中
Take care
お
on
気
your
を
way
つけて。
home.
失礼します。
Excuse me. Peace out, yo.
おかえりなさい。
Welcome back.
ずいぶん遅かったわね。
I don't know,
私
big,
も
huh?
たった今帰
I
った
just
と
got
ころな
back as
の。
well.
こんな遅くまで調査をしていたのかい？
But these kids get school, or have they already graduated high school? I suppose they're old enough to have graduated high school. Not going to university, maybe? I don't know. Presumably not, otherwise, like, they'd be doing that. I mean, I guess they got jobs, but, like, I don't know how that works. I'm not gonna cast judgment on this. We're not investigating this late, too.
お互い様でしょ。それで
Yep.
綾代
Anyway,
商事の
about
ことだけど
Heir
ね。
Corporation.
絶対的な発言権を持っていたキクが亡くなったことで、綾代商事は
They're
大
facing a
変
lot
み
of
たい
issues
よ。
now that Kiku, who had total control before, is gone.
それというのも実は
Apparently, it's due to
社
the
長と
worsening
専務の
relationship
対立
between the
に
president and the
とう
managing
とう火が
director.
ついちゃったらしいの。
なんだって？
Nandate!
今のところは社長の幹事が立場的にかなり有利なようだけど、
Now it seems like Kanji has the upper hand as the president.
専務の次郎だって黙ってないから、
Jiro won't stay silent for
二人の
long.
対
I'm
立
sure
は
the tension
これ
between
か
them
ら
will
ます
only
ます
continue
激
to
しくなってい
grow
くんじゃないかしら。
until one of them hires the conductor to go punch some holes in their brother.
幹事にとって新しい目
In
の
other
上の
words,
単行部
Kanji will
だ
be
わけ
faced
ね。
with a whole new set of issues.
なるほど。
I see.
ありがとう。
Thanks,
すご
Ayumi.
く
That
参
helps
考
a
にな
lot.
ったよ。
そうな
Awesome!
ら頑張った甲斐があったわ。
Seems like my hard work paid off.
それじゃあ今日分かったことを
So
整
nice,
理
all
し
the
て
information
推
we
理して
gathered
みよう。
today.
どうしたの？そんなに
stare
見
so
つ
much.
められたら。
Alright. I'll give you that option, but like, there ain't nothing to look at. Sooner or later, there'll be something to use on this. There'll be something for me to actually look for, but so far, it's a lot of, it's a book. That couch looks like a couch. The table looks like people have drinking coffee on it. Looks like it could take a bullet or two. Speculate.
まず幹事だが
Start with Kanji.
キクが死んだ
Kiku
ことで
deceased, he effectively has
事
full
実
control
上
of Ayashiro
綾代商事
Corporation.
の実権を握ったことになる。
I like that dissolve effect around the edges of the photo. It's very interesting.
一方の次郎は会社での立
Situation
場が悪くな
clearly
ってし
isn't
まった。
ideal for Jiro.
金に困っていたあずさには
As
キ
is
クの
the
遺産が
desperate
転
to
が
get
り
a
込
share
む
of
こ
the
とになった
inheritance.
そしてあの遺言書に書か
As
れ
for
て
the
いた
woman named Yuri
ユリと
mentioned
いう
in the
行
will,
方不明の
who
人
is
物
currently
は
MIA. She fly like paper, get high like planes. Never mind.
会長キクのすべての権利がそっくりそのまま
Supposed
譲
to
られる
fully
わけだ。
inherit whose rights as chairwoman.
それともう一つ、
And one more thing.
アキラは
What was Akira
土
doing
蔵
near
の
the
そばで
storage?
一体何を？
Stashing drugs or feeding a dog of some kind. Or stuffing bodies in there. That'd be awesome.
だんだん綾代家や綾
Starting
代
to
商
get a
事
good
内部の
picture of
事
the
情が
Ayashiro
明ら
family
かに
and
な
the
ってきたわ
inner
ね
workings。of the Ayashiro Corporation.
でも調査を依頼され
My
たキク
mission
の
is
死
to
の
uncover
真
the
相に
truth
は
behind Kiku's death,
近づけ
something
て
which
い
we
ないな。
haven't made much progress in.
焦っちゃダメよ。
Shouldn't rush
私も
it.
協力するわ。
I got your back, so let's
じっくり
take our
進め
time
て
and
いき
conduct
ま
a
しょう。
thorough investigation.
ありがとう。
You're right. Thanks, Sayumi.
とはいえ、今夜はもう遅いか
Ah,
ら、
it's late. Let's get some shut-eye and continue the investigation tomorrow.
私も綾代商事に関して
I'll
他
dig
に情
deeper
報
into
が
the
ないか探
corporation
って
and
み
see
る
if
わ
I
ね
can。gather more information.
そうだ。
I should probably check in with Amachi tomorrow.
アマチさんの部屋を出てから連
I haven't
絡もして
contacted
な
him
いし
since I left his place,
心配
so
させ
he
て
might
い
be
るかも
worried
しれ
about
ない
me. Possibly. Chapter 3. The first murder! Woo! Murder. Wait, wouldn't Kiku be the first murder? Or is this the first other murder?
今日もすぐに明神村に向かうの?
Good morning, Jum. So are you heading straight to Myojin? I keep wanting to put like an N in there. Myojin village again today? You know it!
家に行こうか
Debating
その
whether
前
to
に
go
天
to
地
the
さんに会
Aisho
ったこと
residence
か
or to visit
迷っ
Mr.
てるんだ
Amachi.
あれっきり天地さんに
I
連
haven't
絡もして
contacted
いな
him
いし
since that day.
そう、
Ah,
わか
I
ったわ。
see.
私も昨日言った通り、綾代商事に関して他に
Then
情
I'm
報が
gonna
ない
stick
か
to my plan
探
and
って
see
み
if
るわ
there's more
ね。
information I can get on Ayashiro Corporation. For blackmail
気を
purposes.
つけて
Sounds good. Be careful out there.
あなたもね。
You too, Jum. Remember
かけ僕を呼び出したのは誰なんだ
who
ろ
originally called me out to Murakami
う
Cliff?
やはり思
I
い出
can't
せない
remember. Speculate.
まず漢字だが
Kanji practically runs Ayashiro Corporation now that Kiku is dead.
一方の次郎は
This place is
会社
driven
で
to
の立場が
disadvantage
悪く
within
な
the
ってしまっ
company.
た
And Azusa's
金
after
に
the
困ってい
inheritance
た
money
あずさに
because
は
she's broke. Okay, okay. Let's go to Amachi's apartment. Some smooth trail and beats. Hi.
天地さん僕です
It's me.
ああ、君か。待って、今ドアを開けるよ。
Hold on, let me open the door. Did the elevator like move weirdly fast in the background there? It's like whoever's in the elevator is dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, elevators don't move that quick.
Sorry 失礼します
Sorry
くつろい
about
でお
you.
られるところす
Were
み
you
ません
sleeping? You know, I gotta say, why don't we in the States, unless I just don't know where to find them, why don't we got sugar packets shaped like pixie sticks? They always watching stuff like Japanese movies or shows where people drinking coffee and their sugar, their sweetener comes in a packet shaped like a pixie stick, like a straw, right? When I guess you could just put pixie sticks in your coffee if that was your thing. I don't think that would go so great. You know, it is mostly just sugar, but there's some other stuff in there I don't think would float with coffee. Also, pixie sticks have got to be a lot more expensive than just buying sugar, even in packetized form, which is more expensive than just buying a big old sack of sugar, but maybe sometimes isn't the most convenient for you to set up. But I want to know, where do I get my straw-shaped tubes of sugar? Not for any reason that beyond I've seen them, and it's like, well, I want to get them. For the same reason that I watched a video once on airline food, and they had this roll of cooked egg. You know, like you'd get a roll of cookie dough or sausage, and you just like slice off this tube of egg. Now I'm like, where can I buy a tube of egg? And I was told that no, you can't. They make it for the airline. Like, I want to buy a tube of egg. I would like to get a tube that I just pull out of my fridge and like slice off a little bit of egg, slice off a little bit of pre-cooked McMuffin. I'm sure it tastes like rubber, but it'd be worth it. I've had worse. I ate those like pre-made, pre-packaged slices of peanut butter and jelly that they took off the market not long after, probably because of all the people well, I shouldn't say it killed people, though. That's a real company that could sue me for that. Allegedly cause all those deaths. Possibly. Y'all remember this? I know I'm just talking about crazy stuff that has nothing to do with any of this. But it was like individually wrapped slices of peanut butter and jelly. It was like a fruit roll-up flavored like peanut butter and jelly that you could take out, like individually wrapped in a square wrapper like they wrap American cheese. And you'd pull it out and slap it on bread. I gotta find what this was called. Butter and jelly. It's peanut butter jelly time, is what I'm saying. No, it's not Uncrustables, which I can't believe they still make. They don't make it anymore. They don't make it anymore. Right? I mean, I thought science had gone too far when the Smucker's Goober came out, which is a jar of peanut butter and jelly in one. A monstrosity that should not be. It just keeps showing me Uncrustables. I don't want the Uncrustables. No, the individually wrapped peanut butter and jelly that were like slices of American cheese. It had a name. It was real. It existed. Yep. I can't find it. It had a name. Someone's gonna come to this stream, God knows who, and be like, why isn't the game continuing? I'm like, oh, it's because Jum Jumington is trying to find the name of these individually wrapped peanut butter and jelly slices. That no longer exist for good reason. Discontinued products. PJ Squares, peanut butter and jelly slices. That's what they're called, PJ Squares. PJ Squares. God, search is abominable when you search for something that is clearly very unique. Individually wrapped slices of peanut butter and jelly, and it takes that long to find it. I'm asking the important questions. What is the name of this? Oh, my game's going to sleep because I've been looking for peanut butter too long. There's a discontinued foods wiki. Discontinued-foods.fandom.com. Why does fandom have a discontinued food wiki? I mean, at least I know that I'm not alone in my interest in such topics, but it astounds me that there's enough people with an interest that they would actually formulate a wiki on this. I've missed my calling in life. I don't know if they're making any money doing this. It doesn't seem like it'd be a job, but I feel like I see stuff like this and my first thought is I've wasted my whole life because I haven't spent time editing wiki for the stupid ass things that I get obsessed about searching for. PJ Squares sounds like a competitor. Dave & Buster's or something. It sure does. PJ Squares are square-shaped cheese crackers made by Sandwich. What? Sandwich, ill? I mean, it's not Sandwich, Illinois. It didn't say it was made in Sandwich, Illinois. Peanut butter and jelly dipped crunchy crackers. No, they weren't crackers. They absolutely weren't crackers. You are lying. It says they were crackers, individually packaged. That shiny fake orange cheese in the dairy case. You slap one down between bread or crackers and presto, not a PB&J, but incredible simulation. Discontinued because of concerns from parents regarding how messy kids can become when it comes to eating them. Debuted in 1995, discontinued in 2003. I was there. During one of those years when I was aware of these things and purchased them. There's even a commercial on YouTube. It's a PJ Squares commercial. Oh boy. Oh man. It's even more like horrifying than I imagined. Saw that the name of a recommended stream on the side. Just teach me English, F-boy. It's delightful. I wonder, I mean, so that's 21 years ago. Like, do you think that how long do you think those would come for? Here's a story in the Chicago Tribune from 2003, which is when they were discontinued, by the way. This probably did them in. There's a story from 2015 that you know, how lazy are we? Oh, this is updated January 26, 2015. What did you update in 2015? Can I see? Is it going to say all the way to the bottom? It doesn't. The story was from 2003. I don't know what they updated in 2015. PJ Squares, convenience or laziness? How long do you figure it would take you to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Not trying to set a land speed record, mind you, just working on pace, slapping jelly on one slice of bread, peanut butter on the other. How long do you figure it would take start to finish? 30 seconds? 45? Do you really have that kind of time to waste? I do not. I'll waste more time than that complaining about PJ Squares. This is from Leonard Pitts by the Chicago Tribune, published November 18th, 2003. Also says updated in 2021. What exactly did you update? Did you like cut all of the swears out? These effing PJ effing squares. I swear to God. Clay of the world without PJ Squares, like purple ketchup. Don't they still have purple ketchup? We had green ketchup for a while. What about the ketchup? The special flavors of ketchup that were mixtures of other flavors. There was like sriracha ketchup. You ever see the I don't believe these were in the States, but I believe this was in Canada, where their macaroni and cheese is called Kraft Dinner, and they had a cotton candy flavor. They had some other ones too, but that's the only one I remember was cotton candy flavored macaroni and cheese. That sounds like a horrifying combination. So if I went on eBay and looked up PJ Squares, what do you think what's the over-under that they would still be like edible and not deadly toxin? They stopped making the colored ketchup. I do enjoy flavored ketchup. Ketchup. They may have. They don't make anything fun anymore. They don't make anything fun anymore. And you know why they don't make anything fun anymore? Because all the stuff that made it fun was incredibly toxic. Or it came from a place that became toxic itself. Like, yeah, we use this green coloring, and then it turns out it gives you butt cancer. We had to stop using that. We used this other stuff, but then it kept coming from a factory that was giving people the botulism. We had to stop using that. Or maybe it's just too expensive and nobody wanted it. I'm sure there's plenty of kids who would want green ketchup. I bet they're inedible. I mean, you kind of roll the dice even if you're buying new stuff. I frequently come across foods that are not carried in any local establishment here. And then in the course of searching for them, I'll find it listed on Amazon.com. And I'll think, yeah, I guess maybe I'll buy food off Amazon. See how that works out. I mean, Amazon does own Whole Foods. They got to know something about it. But then every review is like, these things were stale beyond belief. It's like, man, I don't want that. I can't deal with that. That kind of ruins the whole point of this. Then I don't know where to go. It's like, that's just the end of it. Like, well, if Amazon can't do it, who can? Although I have, at the behest of an older relative who was a big fan of the mixed fruit jelly, which I have never seen carried Smucker's mixed fruit jelly, which is you will frequently find at restaurants. Right? I've never seen that packaged in jar form in stores, but you can go to Smucker's website and order a case of it directly in case you ever had a hankering for it and you couldn't steal enough packets from your local Denny's. Just little knowledge for you. All right, let's get back to the game for a little bit of time. The chapter's like a nice place to round it off, but I wanted to play for a little bit more. So, sorry to bother you. Were you sleeping? Yes, I was sleeping. That's why there's a hot cup of coffee sitting here.
Yeah,
I was just watching TV. Make yourself at home. See, look at that. Look at that sugar, right? I know where I could get like the creamer like that, okay? I'm not an absolute idiot. I know places I can get it. I've got sources. It's just the sugar. Where do I get like the tube sugar? Where do I get it? And before you ask, yes, the only reason I want it is because I saw it in Japanese media and thought, well, if I get that, maybe it'll be like Japanese coffee. I totally deserved that dude calling me a weeb. I've realized I can't deny it. I thought it was safe because I've never worn a Naruto headband. And I guess that's and I don't own any anime figures. The closest thing I have is a statue of MODOK and a life-size bust of Spider-Man, which sit perched on a shelf next to my bed so that when I wake up in the middle of the night, I look out and see a full-size human head and something that looks like a human head in the dark and think that I'm being robbed. Come very close to striking one or both of them with a baseball bat several times in the still of the night. But I guess that wasn't the cutoff for what makes you a weeb. I don't know, this guy's watching TV. Progress since we saw each other last. I would like to hire you for some odd jobs. Well, about that.
僕はどうも綾代家の調査のために明神村へ行っていたようなんです。
そうだったのか。だから君はあんなところに行っていたわけだ。それじゃあ、あの崖へ何をしに行ったのか思い出したかい？
そこまではわからないんです。
Tell me what you know. But this random guy who just found me, and I'm like, anyway, I have some questions for you about this legend and stuff. How many of these is he just gonna go, man, I don't know what you're talking about, get out of my house?
あの綾代家の調査を依頼されているなんて、君は相当優秀な探偵なんだね。
That's all?
あの綾代家の調査を依頼されているなんて。
Training cats and dogs over here. Is it? I don't think it's raining where I'm at. I don't know why. Does that say snow? I can't. No, that's tomorrow. That must rain. No rain here yet. We're far enough apart where there's not that. Don't imagine. Legend. Legend about resurrection.
なかなか面白そうな話だね。
村の人たちの間では単なる伝説ではなく、今でも信じられていることのようですが。
いや、さすがにそれはないだろう。
I'm sure it's not true, but it does sound interesting.
面白そうな話だけどね。
You don't know that, man. It could be true. Anything could be true. Believe in your dreams.
すまないが、そういう人は知らないな。だが、直感だがね、君の事故とその人は何か関係があるんじゃないかな。
The hell does that mean?
いやいや、素人の推理だから気にしないでくれよ。
I'm just an amateur. Did I ever set my bounds? They're just casting wild accusations. I don't know that guy, but I'm sure he did it. Based on nothing. Is what the killer would say. My instinct tells me that they probably pushed you off the cliff. What? You can't say that about everybody. Come on, you can't just my instinct tells me they must be connected. Is this guy a professional fortune teller? Because this is the kind of shammy crap you get from fortune tellers. They give you generic enough information you can apply to anything. Is he just going to sit here and be like, I don't know, they may be connected. And then when you solve the case and it's any of the 20 people he said, my instinct says they're connected, he's going to go, aha, I told you they were the one. Is he going to say this for every name on this list? Sorry, I don't know that person. But my instinct tells me that they're somehow connected to your accident. That would have been amazing. I would have ranked this game several points up. That's what he had said. Have you got your memory back? No, not completely. I see. What do you know? I might be of some help, so feel free to visit anytime. 3 in the morning. Open up. I need to know. So one thing we know. Possible things. One, either Jum, who we were playing, does not enjoy coffee because he hasn't touched it, or he does, but he likes it black because he didn't use any of the cream or sugar. That guy used the cream, but it looks like no sugar. But then that begs the question, why does he have it if he's not going to use it? You can see it's clearly not wrapped, not been opened up. Can I look? Let me look. Coffee. Smell fresh coffee. It's relaxing. I've already looked over all this stuff and it's given me a lot of generic. I'm looking with my eyes, not my hands, alright? Yeah, at least assumedly so. I don't know. Maybe Jum Jumington in the video game is actually blind and he has to touch everything, uses some form of echolocation. That'll be the big twist. Okay, well. No, I gotta keep talking. Gotta keep talking to this guy. Just can't leave yet. There ain't nothing really to examine. He's a little lifesaver. I don't know, man. He doesn't look like a flotation device to me. Or a candy. I will take my coffee to go. Later, since I want to ask more questions. Well, at least he's leaving that option. Heir Corporation is venturing into new industries. Something the president's been wanting to do. What kind of industries? Assassination. Poison. The plan had been delayed for a long time. People said the period expired this year, though. Woo! It's convenient for the president. The plot thickens. Was that it? I'm just gonna... Alright. Peace out. I think I'll call it a day. Hold on. There's some breaking news. It seems like there's been an incident. Ooh.
綾代商事社長の綾代寛治氏58歳が明治村の元会長宅で何者かによって殺害された模様です。
He's dead. President of Heir Corporation. I'm dead.
なんだって
Kanji was murdered. Better get over there quick. Yes, I'll get going. High school child. Aishiro residence. Storage. Always in the storage space. There are police all over the storage area. They're causing quite the commotion. Woohoo! Man, this is getting juicy. Oh, this is a tense spot. I feel like it just got super interesting. Ooh, whoa. Bumping into stuff here. But, unfortunately, I have to call it an evening. Call it a night on this one. Come back to it next time. I'm getting hanging. I didn't get too stuck on stuff. I'm plus sticking it up. At this pace, it is going to take a while. Unfortunately, I had to start a little bit later today because I had to do some running around. I could be up tomorrow. I'm trying to start earlier and run a little bit longer next week. I should be able to. Well, thanks for hanging out with me and enjoying the Famicom Detective Club, the Lost Heir, the Missing Heir. Sorry. I've been enjoying it, and I hope you have enjoyed playing along with me. Definitely check it out. It's on the Switch eShop. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a fun game. I'm looking forward to digging more into the mystery. It's real tough because, like, I don't want to skip over all the dialogue, but, like, I can read stuff a lot faster than they can talk, but then I'm also trying to read it. Again, trying not to race through the game, trying to take my time and enjoy it, but also it makes me feel bad because, like, oh man, this is taking me forever. Is what it is. I was only able to get to about 3 hours, and not all of it was playtime this week, but next week I should be able to run for some more. Hopefully crack more of this open. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. I always flounder when it comes to the end, like, all right, well, I gotta go now, and then I'm gonna fumble over my words to try and figure out how to smoothly end things and fail every time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for checking out the game. I'll be back tomorrow night for Deep Fear on the Sega Saturn. Wednesday we'll be back with Phasmophobia, and then Thursday Kingpin, which will probably wrap it up. We'll see. I think I'm close enough on that. But, another exciting week for me, and hope to see some of or all of you there, as many of you as possible. You can all fit in the clown car that is the Jum Jumington channel stream. Until then, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later. So long, everybody. Goodbye. You know, I probably would get further in the game if I didn't stop to talk about discontinued food for 15 minutes. But I think that's really what people come for.